I hope we're. Oh, we did it again. We are live.
Hey, we're gonna do that one again.
Again.
All right, everybody, welcome into the latest edition of
We Rank Stuff. We Rank Stuff.
Thank you, Cleveland.
That is how we do it right there. So today we are ranking the Marvel movies before Disney took over production. And we'll just go around here. Everybody introduce yourselves, starting with Joker Voice.
Oh, hello, folks. Hello, folks. I'm here because I want to rank some stuff and learn about cooking Italian food on counters.
Don't you dare.
You just had to get that in
there. I'm Copa Catania, and I'm just giving the chat a yo.
Yo.
Good.
Yo.
And
no cooking spaghetti on counters. We don't do that.
Yesterday, my son cooked his ramen on a plate.
You do whatever you want with ramen.
Yeah. I don't know what he was doing. He was like sitting there mixing in the spices on the plate and everything, and I'm like,
I feel like that's
all
just
right.
as bad as the counter stuff.
Yeah. I'm Static, and I don't cook pasta, so there.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So we added a couple areas here, like the B+, C+, and D+, because I think we didn't have enough last time. So we'll start off. This was the movie that a lot of you guys are talking about, so I ended up adding it in here. I think it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of, but the graphics are terrible. There's really no redeeming qualities about it. Howard the Duck, I give it an F. I mean, it's got Leah Thompson, like, prime Leah Thompson, but you know what? Okay, I'll do a D. Okay. Joker Voice. What do you think?
Just for prime Leah Thompson alone, it's a C. That's all. That's all I need.
Okay.
Wow. Generous.
It's already up to the D+. It's much higher than it should be. But Static, go ahead.
I'm gonna go with D. I think someone's at my door. Yeah, I think someone's at my door. Hold on, I'll be back.
Okay, D on that. Copa, you're the one that wanted this one on here.
Yeah.
Hey,
right.
Tabitha's here. Jana's here. Hey guys.
Hey Tabitha. Hey Jana. Ooh.
By the way, she made my little chibi thing for my graphic. The little animated Funko Pop.
Jana did?
My circle. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Jana.
That little guy. You can't really see him very well in that, but no, Janet didn't. Tabitha did.
Tabitha. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Like,
Sorry about that.
And I was on Tabitha's stream. You can't see it from this angle, but with the piece that Tabitha and I did is hanging on my wall. So
yeah, she's
nice.
got some skill. Got some serious skill. And
what
your
I was
wife,
thinking about,
actually, she did some stuff too. She did like a Predator one. I saw that on Twitter. That was pretty
yeah,
cool.
she did a Predator one yesterday, and she was just going nuts with the painting yesterday. So
Cannoli's here. How's it going, man? So
hey, Cannoli.
So's Wookie. What are you saying here? Oh, a D for the duck. Yeah.
I'm giving Howard the Duck a D for duck tits. The end. Deserves it.
So yeah, it sounds like that one's about a D+ then. Static, everything all right?
Yeah, it was my cats trying to run through the screen door.
Okay.
oh, fun.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I think let's just go in. We'll start with the Blade movies, I guess. Blade 1 is classic. I'm gonna give it a B+. The graphics are pretty bad on it, but I mean it was like in late 90s. So I'm gonna say B+. What do you guys, Joker? What do you think?
This came out like 95, 96 ish. CGI doesn't hold up, but this is what Blade should be. It's a hard R film. It is the violent, and just brutal. And the Wesley Snipes absolutely just nails this role. This was a role he was meant to play.
That is Wesley Snipes. Yeah.
For me, I can overlook the CGI because at the time it was the brand new toy, and everyone forgot how to put the CGI down. Give it an A.
Give it an A. Okay.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be against that. Static, what do you think?
I'm at an A as well because this movie was badass, and for being a movie that came out in '95 and how the graphics don't hold up now, back then they did, and there's other movies that we're going to talk about later that their graphics did not hold up. Came out.
A certain Origins movie, perhaps?
Yeah, and there's one more.
Okay. You think an A? Copa, what do you think?
Oh, this is definitely an A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody say an A. I'll move it up there. Go ahead. Keep going.
Oh yeah, it's an A. It's an A because, and I hate this term, I really do, but the world building in it is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then who do you cast other than Wesley Snipes after he did this movie? Like
No
it's
one.
just going to be so hard to top his Blade. And then Chris Christopherson as Whistler was a perfect
Yes.
cast.
Oh, that was great casting too. Yeah, that's true.
And-
All right.
and
I would
Stephen-
actually, I forgot about him, but I
And
thought
then,
he was in there.
And then Stephen Dorff.
Oh,
as
Stephen Dorff's villain was really cool because not only is he going against Blade, but he's going against all the old school vampires as well.
Right.
He's like
Deacon
trying to start it.
Frost.
Yeah, it's really great. It's got a lot of subplots to it that they really tie up nicely. It's good storytelling all
Okay.
around.
Agreed.
So let's just keep the Blade stuff going. I think Blade 2 was, I'd put it at about a B. Copa, what do you think?
Oh yeah, B. It's great. It's a great follow up to Blade.
Not as good.
I enjoyed it.
Clearly not as good.
Guillermo del Toro puts a stamp on it. He really
Definitely.
shines through as a director in this one. And it brings a little bit of a horror element to it. I almost said horror element. Different Blade.
Hey-o!
Mrs. Cannoli's in here too.
Mrs.
Hello,
Sassy's
Mrs.
in here.
We got the cannoli combo. All right.
Wow. Yeah. B.
So B for Copa. Joker, what do you think?
I'd say a B as well. I mean, you got
Okay.
that. This even took a lot of what the first film did well, and just kind of dialed it up a little bit. I mean, in the first Blade, you get that opening club scene, and here you go into Germany or Prague or something, and you got that underground gothic, just huge nightclub thing. The music's crazy, and Ron Perlman playing the smart ass, playing the smart ass. Just a great back and forth with those two, and then Norman Reedus as Scud.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I totally forgot.
Is it Scud or Spud?
Scud.
Okay. I watched this. I watched Blade 2 earlier today. I forgot Norman Reedus was in it. Yeah, I was gonna give it a B. What's her name? Nope, yeah, it was a B. I was thinking about Blade 3. I was trying to figure out how I was gonna score that one.
Oh, you're talking about Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
That's coming up next.
That's the third
Yeah,
one.
like Cannoli says here, smash that like button like Blade smashes suckheads.
Now the only thing that really would keep me from putting this into a B plus is the love interest subplot. I thought it was just unnecessary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we already did that with the first one and it didn't really pan out too well.
No.
All right, so we're good on B with that one, and we'll finish up the Blades here with Trinity. I did not hate this one. I think I would say not as good as any of the other ones, but I would put it C plus. Liked Ryan Reynolds, Jessica Biel's hard to beat. So yeah, C plus for me. Copa, what you got?
Yeah, I think it's a mess, but it's a good mess.
Agreed.
I think it's
Agreed.
a watchable mess. I mean, late
Yeah,
night.
that's a
you got nothing else.
fair assessment.
Yeah, I think you got nothing else to watch. Blade Trinity is okay. I think Ryan Reynolds and Jessica Biel and Patton Oswalt, all of them had great chemistry with each other. It's the only person who didn't have chemistry with anybody except Chris Christopherson was Wesley Snipes because
Right,
he didn't
yeah.
want to be there.
Yeah.
So you could tell that they shot all of his stuff without him, and then they kind of just edited the conversations together. If you go back and watch, he's not really in those scenes because he just didn't want to work.
Yeah.
He didn't want to work with anybody, and nobody wanted to work with him. So they kind of had him. You could. It's just a mess. It's a mess about as much as me describing it right now.
Okay.
He certainly wants.
I thought you did a great job describing it.
Oh, thank you.
Joker, what do you think? C plus?
C plus. And then you got the other side. You got Triple H, Parker Posey.
Oh, Triple H is in it. That's right. I forgot. about that.
And then Dominic Purcell as Drake or Dracula.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Then as much as also the watchable mess. If you watch, there are certain scenes where you can tell that Jessica Biel was early in her when she was starting to train, because when they're walking on the rooftop after they drop that after they drop the one guy, her arms are rather thin and she's very pale. Very next scene, she's toned and she's tan, and it's like, oh wow, that's a quick trip to the gym and the tanning booth there, Jess.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, overall, it's a D plus.
D plus.
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry, C plus. C plus. Sorry.
Okay. Static, what do you think?
So I am at a natural D plus with a Jessica Biel boost at a C.
Okay.
Wow.
and it's just because I didn't like the Triple H stuff. I thought that was all corny and dumb.
Okay.
And the vampire
puppy. Yeah.
How could they do that to a puppy?
Well, I mean,
No
it's
good.
a Pomeranian. They're
Well,
little yip dogs. So
yeah, well, a Pomeranian might deserve it actually.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
True story. Okay, let's do X-Men now. I gotta go. Love the first X-Men. I'm gonna go B. Yeah, I'm gonna give that one a B. What do you guys think? Start with Static.
Yeah, I'd say a B sounds about right. So a lot of times when I think of these, I go to the last scene and how good that was, and I felt that one could have been neater. It just wasn't. That was the Statue of Liberty thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think that was the last scene, but it was.
Well,
The
then
last scene is him talking to Charles
Mhm.
Xavier talking to Magneto over
Mhm.
chess.
In
talking
prison,
to Magneto over the what?
Over
Playing
the
chess.
chessboard inside the
plastic cell.
Yeah.
Plastic
Oh
cell,
no,
yeah.
I meant the last battle thing.
Yeah, that
Oh
was.
yeah,
the Statue of
yeah,
Liberty
that's
scene,
Statue of
yeah.
Liberty.
Okay, yeah. I think I always just go to the last battle. You know, the
And you're saying it's not a good one, or it is a good one?
I wasn't. So yeah, I don't think it was. From what I'm recalling, it's been a while since I've seen the first one. It just wasn't that big of a deal to me. It was really cool seeing all the characters on the screen. I remember going to see this movie and being all like, I watch this cartoon every morning, super excited, and really excited how well Wolverine was. And so yeah, I think a B sounds about right.
Okay. Copa?
I'm gonna say B plus. This was really the start of the comic book movie boom. I think this was the year 2000 with Spider-Man coming either right off its heels, or this is right off the heels of Spider-Man. They both came out the same year, practically the same time. And this one wowed me just as much as the first Spider-Man did. I don't think it's anywhere near a perfect movie. We'll get to the perfect X-Men movie, which is the next one. But
Spoiler
for starters,
alert,
oh, I know. Can you guess what my grade's going to be? But yeah, for starters, I mean, wonderful story. As a fan of X-Men, thought it was fantastic. Other than the fact that they did my boy Gambit dirty
Mhm.
by not putting him in there and still not putting him in there.
Well, and
Actually,
when they
I'd
did
rather-
put him in there, we'll get to that one.
Let's not talk.
Stop.
We'll get to it. Believe me. Yeah.
But yeah, solid B plus, almost an A.
Okay.
Solid B plus though.
Joker, what do you think?
B plus as well. I mean, again, this is 2000s, and most of us remember the X-Men cartoon in 1992, and I liked a lot of the character designs professionally,
Mhm.
especially Sabretooth. I thought looked great. Tyler Mane looked amazing. My negative is Hugh Jackman is too tall to play Wolverine, because
It's kind of funny. Do you remember Wizard, the comic book? It was like kind of like a comic book Beckett plus like
vaguely,
and
No,
yeah.
I
So
don't.
back in the day, like in '95, they were talking about doing an X-Men live movie and or live action movie, and I thought, it would be great is Mel Gibson as Wolverine
no, Glenn Danzig.
for real. Absolutely. But
Just
for
saying.
some reason, when I was a kid, I was like, "Oh, Mel Gibson would be perfect," and then they put an Ozzy in there
Yeah.
anyways. I thought Hugh Jackman was okay.
Oh,
I mean,
Hugh Jackman was great. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
he
I
played
agree that
the
he wasn't the
role
right
well.
height, but
Right, because I would love to have heard Sabretooth just say runt. Call him runt.
that's true.
and he
And-
didn't say egg sucking. There was a lot of
and-
egg sucking jokes.
And
insults in the cartoon. There was none of that.
and again, I will agree that because of the second film, you can't quite put it as an A-tier film, but I loved the dynamic between Xavier and the Magneto. That was
goes to the
just-
whole.
Yeah.
Yes.
That goes to the whole. Series.
Absolutely, and it
What,
is
what
so
did you say before that? Was keeping it out of A tier?
just because of the next film.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's see here. Wookie says, I assume this is on X-Men there, Wookie. A on release, B minus current day. I'm assuming just because of like the special effects and stuff like that. Jenna says Hugh was hairy enough for the role. Yeah, that is true. Well, if that's a B plus, I mean, I think we got to go A for X-Men.
No question.
X2.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, I was gonna put it better than X-Men, and that's the only option I have with that one being a B plus, and I'm not mad about it. So, Static, what do you think?
I'm good with it at an A. The opening scene with Nightcrawler just wowed the pants off of me when I was in the theaters watching this.
Oh
Was
yeah.
that the White House one?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Like I once that it just started off with such a bang. And then if I had to make a complaint, it'd be Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde was in that?
Kitty Pryde
No,
was
she
in
wasn't.
that?
Nope, she
She
wasn't.
wasn't?
Nope.
Which one
I
was?
think she's
I
in
thought that
three.
was the one with Juggernaut and shit. Oh
No,
no,
that's
that's,
three.
No, that's the Last Stand.
that's the third.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Yeah, you cram too many of these all at once.
Hey, it's been a
I'm
while
starting
since I've
to
seen
win.
some of these. Well, I didn't even watch any of the X-Men. But yeah, I mean I've seen them, but not in like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years.
Right.
Gotcha.
No, but yeah, X2 is when it opens up in the White House.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mind
And-
blowing.
Makes for
Right,
some
and then-
strange bedfellows throughout the film too. Yeah.
And then who was it? What's his name? Brian Cox as a striker.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh
Perfect
yeah.
striker.
hmm
He gets a good
Perfect
death too.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
way to
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does. Yeah, he does. I liked it. I liked that we got to spend a little time with some of the kids, with Pyro and Rogue and Iceman. So we got to spend a
Yeah.
little time with them, where they got to kind of earn some stripes a little bit, and you see the logic that Magneto has, and how easily he can bring mutants to his cause.
go. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. So what do you think?
Hey,
Uh,
absolutely.
So we're A. Everybody says A. Copa, did you say A?
Oh, yeah, I said A in the last one and blew it.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay.
But
blew
But
your
I
load
will
on
say
that
this.
one, did you?
Lady Deathstrike, Kelly Hugh playing
Ooh,
Lady
yeah.
Deathstrike
Uh-huh.
was excellent. And then
Yeah.
her death scene was perfect as well because she got the she got the body full of adamantium.
Overload adamantium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just still chilling in there.
Yeah, just solid.
Well,
Rock solid of a movie.
X3 is not as good. I would say, you know what? Actually, I think probably D plus is just about fitting for that one.
Wow, that's generous.
Okay. Static, what do you think? Higher, lower?
I'm a natural D with the Famke Janssen
Yeah, natural.
upgrade. I mean, that's just bonus points.
With a who?
Famke.
What's her name?
Oh, Famke Janssen. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Okay.
Copa.
Any thoughts on the third one?
yeah. I think it's putrid.
I'm sure she's got lots of thoughts.
Bah, that's about as bad as cooking spaghetti on a counter.
Okay. You mean that's worse?
Yes. Well, I mean, they're both just as bad.
Okay.
I don't know which one would make me throw up first, to be honest with you. But I haven't seen X-Men Last Stand since I saw it in theaters because I couldn't believe what I was watching. Everything that X2 built on X-Men, X3 or Last Stand completely just shit on everything.
Yeah.
I hated every moment of it. It was one of the dumbest. It's just one of the dumbest closings to a great trilogy. A great trilogy that could have been.
Right.
F.
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 Oh, he said F.
Hard F.
Well, that's probably going to move it right around there then. Joker, what do you think?
I'm gonna agree with Copa. This is an F. I mean, we have seen twice now that studios cannot do the Dark Phoenix.
Right.
They just can't do it. And the Juggernaut was stupid.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah. I mean, that entire.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Elliot
like,
Page is in it.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not. I mean, when Pride pulls Juggernaut into the floor, I'm like, oh, smart. He's stuck there. He can't get out.
Right.
And then he just busts out, and I'm like, no, that's not how his powers work.
Right.
And the fact that they called him a mutant, I'm like, no, his powers are magical, not mutation.
Yeah, everything about and I don't know.
That was your big problem with The Last Stand?
There's there's
not enough
multiple. There's
not enough magic.
There's
I forgot Juggernaut
multiple.
was magical. Like that's a
I
big
mean,
pull.
Yeah.
I mean, but my big problem is there is trying to do the Dark Phoenix, and Fox has tried it twice, and they have failed both times.
I just don't understand why they just can't sack up and actually do a Dark Phoenix that's worthwhile.
Right.
They always try to play it safe with her. Both
Do you
times
think
now they
Disney
try
tries
to play
to
it
do
safe.
it.
Exactly.
What was that? Static?
You think Disney tries their hand at it?
No.
Absolutely not.
Oh, I
no.
don't think so. No.
They don't. Well, they might, but they won't get it right.
Jug got his powers from a crystal? Did he really?
Yep. A magic gem.
I don't remember that. Interesting. Okay. So we're going F on that one. What did you guys think about the Juggernaut in Deadpool 2? You remember that?
Was he in Deadpool too?
Yeah.
I mean, it was better than this one. I don't know.
The semi scene or the truck scene where they're fighting on the truck.
Yeah.
I
That's how I
honestly don't remember that part. So I don't like it.
It would take 3
Not memorable.
movies to. Okay, yeah, must not like it. Okay. Well, the problem I have with putting that as an F is you can't go anywhere lower with this next one, Wolverine Origins. So I guess I'm just gonna have to go with an F on that because so much is wrong with that one.
Oh,
Static, you want to move it up or what?
No. How?
Okay.
How do you do? Because all three of these had been done by the time they came out with this one, right?
yeah.
believe so,
All
yes.
three were
Okay.
out in this.
How do you screw up the damn blades so bad in this one after you did it 3 times just fine? Like the CG on this is so bad. When he's in the bathroom and he opens them up and he's finally got his metal blades, like what the hell is even going on there?
Oh boy.
What year did Origins come out? Hold on, I gotta look.
Oh,
Good question.
You guys-
12?
Let me see.
2012-ish?
No. It was way earlier than that. I think it was 06.
2009.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was 10 years after the first one then, and the graphics were that bad.
Yeah, it was.
It was awful,
absolute-
especially when he was trying to stop himself on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
You can tell he's on wires.
It was
Actually, I
actually,
think-
it was 3 years after the third X-Men came out. So yeah, the last X-Men movie was 2006.
Ooh.
But hey, everyone finally got the Hugh Jackman ass.
Finally.
Yeah.
That's what I was like, when? And there it was.
Got another call for an F-. I assume
Minus,
that's the
yeah.
Origin Wolverine.
Is
Your
that
wife's
right?
chiming in, Jana. Or Copa, your wife is chiming in here. How are you forgetting the Juggernaut fight from Deadpool 2?
I don't know. Hon.
Explain yourself, sir.
Well, it's an automatic divorce apparently because I don't remember this scene from a very forgettable Deadpool.
Okay. So Static, you said it's good at an F. Copa, did you chime in on that one?
Do I need to? I mean, everything Static says I agree with. It's a F.
Okay.
Big F. Big
Joker, you
giant
want to move it up, or is it good at an F? No.
I mean, they did Gambit dirty in this.
They
Oh,
did
that's
Gambit
right.
dirty.
Yeah, that's right.
They,
Oh, God,
they did Gambit dirty.
Deadpool.
They did Blob dirty. They turned Deadpool into Baraka from the Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat.
That's right.
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. So this is the first iteration of Deadpool, and I actually I know the story of the guys who did the makeup for Deadpool for that movie, and they were saying like they had the original Deadpool, like it was good to go, the Deadpool we all know and love.
Oh, really?
And then studio note after studio note came in like, hey, we need to show his face. Can you add teeth to him? They got like 10 to 12 studio notes. By the time they were done, this is what you got was the Baraka style Deadpool. The Merc with the mouth had his mouth sewn shut.
Right.
Yeah.
So we
That
could have had the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool like 15
You
years
could've-
early.
Yes, it was.
That's
It was
crazy.
actually on the board, and they were ready to go. And then studio interference once again.
The only positive thing from this film was Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth.
Okay. Yeah, because everything else is absolute dog shit.
Shit.
Probably. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you that one. He's hard to beat though. He's a good actor. Okay. So what are we gonna do? Let's see. I think it's probably Spider-Man would be next. We'll start with Spider-Man.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say a B on that one. Good start to Spider-Man, but it gets better. And yeah, we'll start there. Static, what do you think?
I think that's appropriate comparing it to the other ones. Once again, I felt like it was kind of like, I mean, there was some shock in the final battle with Green Goblin, but I also felt it was just kind of lackluster.
And those costumes, the Green Goblin costume is just, that did not hold up, we'll say.
I can't say I had any feelings towards the Green Goblin costume. My biggest memory from this is the video game when it came out. I played the shit out of that game.
Right.
That was like one of the best open world games outside of Grand Theft Auto we'd ever seen.
Okay. Copa, what do you think?
Are we talking? I was
Spider-Man 1.
Spider-Man 1. I would say it's a B.
You guys are agreeing way too much with me on this.
I know there's a lot. There's a lot.
Hey, I didn't cheat on that one.
Right.
I was gone for 3 seconds.
No, okay.
So, no, I say it's a B. I mean, once
Okay.
again, like Wookie said in the chat, back in the day when it came out, hands down an A. But
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
now that time has let it settle in and stuff like that, yeah, it's easily a B.
Was this the one that they had to delay because they had that scene with the Twin
Because
Towers?
it was 9/11. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they delayed
Yeah.
it until 2002 or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a minute. Joker, what do you think?
I think that this is also a B. The Green Goblin costume, I can take it or leave it.
Mhm.
The chemistry with Toby Kirsten and James was great, and it played out fairly well between all three films. We'll get to the third film eventually, but solid B. It was a good story. It was a good intro, and it's like, oh, okay, there's a guy with spider powers swinging from webs, and I am fine with it because I'm old enough to remember the 70s TV show, The Amazing Spider-Man, which that was really bad.
Also, I would like to add that Sam Raimi is perfect as a director for comic books, especially at that time. The way he was shooting Army of Darkness and Quick of the Dead is just so comic bookish. So for him to be attached to Spider-Man was perfect. And then the way he executed it as well. That one and part 2, his execution and direction was flawless.
We won't talk about Doctor Strange and Mom. So
no, that's a little past the Disney cutoff line. So, and also William Dafoe was, amazing.
Right.
But this one is better. Interesting. The sequels are getting the A grade. Spider-Man 2 is incredible, and that is easily an A. Joker.
This is I would still put this film as the best, as one of, if not the best, Spider-Man film. Alfred de Molina as Doc Ock was just amazing, and a unsung hero in all of these films is J.K. Simmons as Jonah Jameson.
True.
Just absolutely nails it. And normally I don't like. Normally I want my bad guys to be bad, but this has the same feel as, say, the animated series of the Batman, the Heart of Ice episode, where you get where you can actually feel the tragedy of Dr. Octopus.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Static.
I am an A as well. When I was watching the first Spider-Man, I wanted it to be Doc Ock and not Green Goblin. And I was really happy with how this one went. Alfred Molina killed it. I'm also going to say this is probably a big reason. This film is a big reason for No Way's Home success.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
I would
have to agree. I'd have to agree because not only did you have what I wanted to see in No Way Home was Green Goblin come back and Alfred Molina. I didn't really care about Sandman or what I really wanted was Venom, but we didn't get that now, did we?
No,
not so much.
Thank God.
So yeah, I mean, just like Joker was saying, Alfred Molina killed it. Fantastic actor. I think Raimi even stepped it up even more, bringing that Raimi-esque style into this film. I mean, he really made it his own. Total A.
Total A. So we're in agreement on that one?
Yeah.
All right. Spider-Man 3 is absolute rubbish. It is, we'll just leave it at a D. Joker, what do you think?
D. I mean, it's teetering on F. I mean, for one, Topher Grace as Eddie Brock, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. And just the cringe Parker, the dance scene, the club scene. Okay, now correct me if I'm wrong, but the girl he dances with in the little nightclub to get Mary Jane jealous, that is Felicia Hardy. Am I correct in that?
It might be.
I sure don't know.
Or was that Gwen Stacy?
Oh no, it was Bryce Dallas Howard.
Okay, yeah, then it was Gwen Stacy.
Gwen Stacy.
Okay,
Gwen Stacy.
Yeah. Gwen Stacy, great. So that's fun.
Hmm.
So this just didn't work. There were too many characters trying to make the Sandman the same tragic bad guy as Doc Ock. Just did not work. And you take the arguably one of the best Spider-Man villains, and he gets a whopping like 12. He gets like 2.5 seconds to shine.
You talking about
in
Venom?
this film? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was absolute garbage. I mean,
Okay.
it is teetering on F. So
Okay. I wouldn't be against dropping it down, but we got 2 more to go here. What do you think, Static?
So, I thought it was an odd decision to put Topher Grace and Tobey Maguire in the same movie because I think that those 2 actors are very easily confusable between the 2.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a D because of the memes,
The dancing memes and all.
Evil Parker, yeah.
That's what $80 million gets you. Some memes.
Is that all they spent on that? Was 80 million?
I'm sure it was somewhere close.
Yeah,
It's probably
just
more.
like because they're like that would have been like 200 million or 250.
It says
Yeah.
250 million on a quick Google.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was 250 million.
total.
Yep.
Are you
And
saying
they
it
got
made
some
that
great
much, or that was the
memes.
budget?
That was the budget. That was the budget.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Yeah. So
Yes, probably, I'm sure it made more than that.
that's a lot for that.
I
That's
know
a lot for
exactly.
back then. So what was the marketing back then?
Box office is 895.
Okay, so it made it back.
Yeah. I mean, it made
It doesn't matter how much the marketing was. It could have doubled
Well,
the marketing. They'd be okay.
usually the rule is with marketing is it's the same amount as the budget. So if it was
Right,
a $250 million budget, the
Marketing's about
marketing
250.
about
So
250.
which needed to make needed to make $1 billion to break even.
Yeah.
Yeah,
give
so
me-
this-
would have needed to
this
make
film-
twice that because you're only getting half in the.
So
yeah, it
this
may
film
not
lost
have.
more
That's
money.
a good point.
Um,
But 250, that seems really high for.
Right. That seems really high
I
for
don't know
20
about
for what 2012 you said
2007.
207. Oh, that's way too high.
Let me check on the numbers real quick here, Steve.
I'm just looking at the quick first thing Google.
Oh, that's
shot.
no, I understand,
No.
but I'm just gonna look on.
Yeah, but-
Okay, sometimes they have the.
when you have 2 hit films behind it, I can see
Yeah.
the ask would be like, okay, yeah. I mean, you're getting close to $1 billion
Right.
worldwide. Sure,
Yeah.
why not? But then they come out with this trash,
Right.
and they're like, you know what? No more Spider-Mans. How about that?
Right. Not for a while, and then we're going to make it worse.
Jana, we're not going to educate everybody on Hollywood accounting.
Economics.
Right.
Right.
But she's right.
Yeah, I'm getting that 250 as well. On,
Wow,
just
this-
Google.
This film
Uh,
probably lost money then.
Yeah, Wikipedia says between 258 and 350 on the budget. I don't know. These
Total?
numbers
Wow.
seem really high.
That's
I don't know.
really high.
Incredible.
Anyway,
Okay.
Especially for the CG going on in it.
Right.
yeah. What did you get for that?
Yeah.
Besides
Memes.
a big meme? Yes.
Yeah, you got memes.
That's
We
$50
got
million.
memes.
$50 million per meme. Okay, so let's go to probably Daredevil would be around here. That's an easy
Ooh.
F.
Oh yeah.
Joker voice. What do you think?
It's crap. It's crap. The only good thing in this film was the House of Pain song when they introduced Bullseye. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against Michael Clark Duncan, but the Wilson Fisk, no, sorry, no.
He's more of a bullseye than Wilson Fisk.
Static. What do you think?
So I'm gonna say a D, just because I did kind of like it. I liked how the whole how they kind of like explained his powers and stuff and everything like that. But it was like Bullseye was the best and worst part of the movie. Like
Okay.
it was so crap. Like he was just so over the top with his stuff and everything was just so cheesy that it kind of made it amusing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
D?
I'm a D.
Huh? Copa?
F. Can't stand
F.
it. Just couldn't stand it.
Can't stand it. Okay.
No.
Yep. I'll agree with you on that. So Electra, I would say probably the F, but it gets the bump with the Jennifer Garner, so it gets
Yeah.
a D.
I can't even remember who the bad guys were in Elektra.
I don't remember either, but she's hot. So Joker voice, what you got?
Let's see. The Jennifer Garner swimming scenes, okay, I'm cool, whatever. The one villain I liked was Typhoid. I thought she was a cool character, but it's just a meandering. It's just a meandering film. It's just doesn't make a lot of sense.
I want to say I remember something happening in a forest.
Yeah, Typhoid.
Okay. Yeah.
So, just no.
White Bear's in the chat.
It's a-
the Juggernaut chat.
It's a D.
I think that was a great impression, you guys.
That was an
It's a-
excellent impression.
Thank
That
you.
was very good.
I took some
it's-
acting classes.
It's a D for just the eye candy. That's it.
Okay. Static.
I can't remember jack shit about this. This one gets an NA for me.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
and then
applicable.
what? But then there was also Terrence Stamp as Stick. He was fine.
Okay.
See, I don't even remember.
Oh, yeah.
Stick. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, Stick was in it.
Copa, what do you think on that one? D.
I don't think Jennifer Garner's big ass ears can even save this one. It's an F.
Wow. Wow.
Woo!
So you're
Wow.
done for the night. Oh,
I know. I know.
You went.
I know. She heard that too.
Wow, you went there. That's great.
No,
Yeah.
honestly,
That's rough.
Electra is so bad that there's nothing redeeming about it. Where it's funny, it's not even full circle funny. It's just bad.
You guys are awful.
There's other girls out there other than Jennifer Garner. Just
True.
tell her to fix her ears.
Just tape them back a little bit.
Yeah, just
Okay.
cover them up if you're going to be out in public.
Okay, somewhere in the middle of all this was Hulk, the original Hulk, and I think
Vanna Hulk.
Banner
Banner
Hulk.
Hulk.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think C
Ang Lee.
is pretty good for that.
yeah, Ang Lee.
They took some shots on this, some chances. A lot of the transitions were interesting, kind of to make it look comic booky. Yeah, I think I'd put it at a C. Static.
I'm a D, and that's just because of a Conley bump. CGI
Okay.
was trash back then.
That is true.
The damn it, the last battle is terrible. The whole thing in the stars and whatnot, that's stupid. Yeah, I'm a D.
Copa.
I give it a C for Connolly.
Okay.
I see what you did.
Is it because her ears are covered?
You like that?
You can't see her ears.
She has pretty ears. Thank you.
Does she?
She has
Are you like
pretty-
an ear guy? Is
No,
that your-
not
is
at
that your
all.
deal?
Not
Jana?
at all.
Jana, did you
Jana,
have
is
anything-
he
say
an
about
Her
ear
this?
ears are fine.
Is that why your ears are always covered? You got a weird ear thing, so you gotta.
C for Connolly.
C for
that's it.
Connolly. Okay.
Yes. She's a
Joker,
pretty
what do you think?
everything.
D plus. I mean,
D plus. Okay.
I mean,
Somewhere right
I
around
mean, Elliot and Connolly can't save this garbage fire. This is just terrible.
All right. Well, we got
Or
another.
Ang Lee. I think this is the film Ang Lee came off of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon too.
Oh wow.
No, we are talking about the.
That's a big step
Eric
down.
Bana one right now. Gina.
No,
Hold on. What's this here? Hold on. He makes you wear earmuffs in the summer.
I
Copa,
knew
what
it.
is wrong with you?
Oh, but you asshole.
You got some
Damn,
weird
Jana,
fetish,
you
man.
give
I don't want to
away
see
all
you. We're not going to do a
Describe
screen
it.
share with you because I don't know what's going to pop up.
Wow, that's
What you've been looking at.
that's
All right. Well,
yeah, my
There's
ear porn
another-
collection. Anybody want to see it?
no
ear porn.
ear.
It's just girls like doing Q-tips. So this
Girls
one,
doing Q-tips.
I mean, in their ears.
Oh,
I would put this one right about, probably right about a C as well. It's, you know what? I'll do a C plus with the Liv Tyler. Static, what do you think? This is the Edward Norton one.
Yeah, I am NA on this one. I only ever watched it like twice, and I was both the Hulk movies were just kind of big whatevers.
Yeah, I agree on that. This is getting eerie.
Ah.
I see what he did. He's a clever bear. Kopo, what do you got?
Well, I don't have any commentary on the ears in this one, so I'm just going to have to go with. I remember it being okay. You know what? I like the after credit scene with Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what got me. That's what got me really pumped up.
Yeah.
Because I believe that it was this one and then it was Iron Man. So I was like, "What? We're doing Iron Man?"
Was this before Iron Man?
Nope. This was after.
Oh, it was after.
Yeah, because nobody
Oh, that's
would have
right,
known who
'cause I
Tony
was-
Stark was. Yeah.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
it was like, oh, they're actually doing a.
Yeah,
a
they're
whole-
building the
yeah.
Avengers. Yeah.
Right.
So was
So, yeah.
Norton just being Norton, not wanting to do the whole Avengers thing, or was he just not even asked?
It was.
I think he was too difficult, and they were
He-
just like,
Yeah,
let's just-
he's always been
And he
too
wanted-
difficult to work with.
he's like
and,
a perfectionist, and Marvel's just do it our way.
Well, there was also some scenes that there was some scenes that he was allowed to direct that he was promised would make it into the final cut, and they never got there.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that'll do it.
So he feels screwed.
Yeah.
He's being a bitch.
I just think that when you take this film amongst the MCU phases 1, 2, and 3, it's near the bottom, but here it's like mid-grade. I'm like, oh wow, that kind of is a testament to some of the other Marvel films that have been
Okay.
out there.
Okay,
out there.
so do you think that affects a lot of these other movies on the list? How like bad it is now might lift up other ones? I mean, it didn't work for Daredevil and Elektra.
No. I just think that I
You can only polish a turd so much, Static.
I just find it interesting that in this case, this film was higher up on the chart. Where if you were to have it ranked in the MCU, it's in like Dark World
Right.
territory.
Yeah.
I would put this, I would say about a C. I've always liked Norton as an actor, and when we got the post credit scene in Iron Man, when we started talking about Shield, the Avengers, and right at the start of this film, you see tactical plans and armory and stuff that has the name Shield attached to it, and then the Tony Stark thing at the end. I'm like, okay, I guess we're doing this. Okay, here we go.
That's a good point. Because Iron Man was really just getting Iron Man out, and then this one was kind of the beginning of the world building.
Correct.
I think if I'm not speaking out of turn or anything.
It's your show. You can speak out of turn
It's
all
good
you
point.
want.
Okay. So let's see here. Did everybody go on that Edward Norton Hulk? Everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the Punisher. I like the Punisher movies. I know
Oh
most
my
people
god, are you
don't.
kidding me right now?
Is that me?
No, that's me.
I'm gonna put it at a. I really like the Punisher movie, the first one. I
This
would
is
put it
the,
at a
Thomas
B.
Jane
This
one?
is the Thomas Jane, John
Thomas
Travolta
Jane.
one.
Okay.
And
So we're
Okay.
not doing we don't have the Dolph Lundgren one.
Dolph
No.
Lundgren one in here. Thank God.
we were gonna start with the Blade X-Men kind of era, but then we had to add in Howard the Duck just to
Because it's Howard the Duck.
Just to appease me, or I wasn't going to come on.
That's right. He's like the Edward Norton here, guys. He's tough to
Yeah.
work with.
He was gonna make spaghetti on his counter.
He was gonna throw spaghetti all over this.
Just going to
this
throw
board.
spaghetti
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah. All right, Punisher. I think it's a B. Static, what you got?
Wow, Vex, you are you know.
Blade is not a C plus. That's Blade Trinity.
I want to give it a B
Yeah.
plus. I want to give
Blade's
it a
an
B
A,
plus.
girl.
Yeah.
Blade
Blade
is
is an A. Blade 2 is a B. Blade 3 is a C plus. So
We got you covered.
calm your tits.
Dang.
Wow.
Thank you, Jana. But yeah, welcome, Vex.
Yeah, calm your tits. Also, welcome.
Yes. And now she's not stumped. Oh well.
All right.
Okay.
She's
Yeah,
already
sorry.
gone.
Which one were we talking about? Oh,
So-
Punisher.
Yeah,
Thomas
Punisher.
Jane
Is a B. No, this is not the Dolph Lundgren one. This is Thomas Jane and
John.
Kevin Nash. I don't know if you guys remember Kevin
Oh, yeah.
Nash in it.
Oh yeah.
Rebecca Romaine
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm. Great ears.
John Travolta. Janet, you got to work with him, man. I don't know if you need to start some kind of psychiatry or something. But Static, what do you got for Punisher?
I've got a B plus.
Okay.
I really liked it. John Travolta, obviously, and his that dude that played his son. I couldn't stand that guy.
Yes, yeah.
But like, I love the nerds in the apartment complex, and of course, Rebecca Romaine Stamos. Can't have anything wrong with that.
What's up, Steve?
The beach scene when they're taking out his family is amazing.
Yes. I think the origin of the skull is kind of dumb. It's like a Puerto Rican witch or
T-shirt.
something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't really like
Yeah. Yeah, B plus.
that. Okay. Copa, what do you think?
You know, to build on what Joker Voice was saying about the Hulk, is with cinema you have the beauty of hindsight. And when
Mhm.
I first watched this movie, I thought it was crap. I thought it was a total dog shit of a movie. But rewatching it after learning that the director was shooting it more as a spaghetti western, like an homage to a spaghetti western, and
I can see that.
rewatching
Yeah.
it, yeah, it totally made me watch it in a different lens, and I went, "Oh wow, this is actually good." So I give it a B.
Okay. That's 2 for B, 1 for B plus. Joker, what do you think?
I would say B. I liked Thomas Jane as Thomas Jane as Frank Castle.
Uh-huh.
I liked his neighbors and Rebecca. Rebecca.
Yeah, that's right. He
Gansberry.
had like 3 or 4 neighbors. It wasn't just Rebecca Romaine. They had like their own like little family there, and it was
Yeah,
like because his family died, but he kind of is getting this
Right.
new family. So there was a
and
whole
got
internal dialogue or whatever.
and Rebecca's easy on the eyes. I'm not saying. The only thing keeping this from going any higher is Travolta. He was terrible.
No, he was all right.
He was
And
terrible.
He didn't take his face off or anything, so his face off.
You can't
Right,
blame
I
him
got it.
for the bad writing of what his lines were and everything.
I thought he was fine.
His-
I mean, he wasn't the
but
best
I
part, but he was serviceable. I would say.
I think his execution was terrible.
I think
I just didn't like him at all in this.
this
film.
sounds like anti-Italian discrimination.
Wow.
You shut your mouth.
Got
Lake Havasu.
Oh yeah.
Lake
Yeah.
Lake Havasu.
Oh, that's
is
right.
not-
Yeah.
Lake Havasu is not a Martian city
With the
thing.
yeah,
Thank
I
you
remember
very
that's how
much.
he killed him when he was. I think he was a trainee for the X-Men or something at that point. Deadpool was.
Mm.
That's how they got rid of Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Anything
It
I'm
was
missing
actually
here?
him. It was probably more like him falling in the pool that took him out with the wires up his ass.
Yeah, yeah.
That movie is so forgettable.
You can have wires up your ass, kids. Just don't go in a pool.
Don't fall in the pool. Not if you're Juggernaut.
That's really the message of this whole live stream.
The only thing that's not forgettable in Deadpool 2 is Josh Brolin's Cable. I thought he was
Oh, yeah.
perfectly casted as Cable.
Great for Cable.
You didn't
The
like it?
names. No, I thought it was great.
Oh, you
No,
thought
I
it
thought
was good. Okay.
That was excellent.
Sorry, I'm
I thought it
going
was
through these
excellent.
chats here, so I'm kind of figuring out here. Did not enjoy it. His
Sweet. Is that how I read
his
it?
what? His face.
Face off.
Oh, face off. Okay.
Face. Yeah.
Let's see. Vex says they had a good actor for Gambit too, which is said she must be behind. Yes. Well, I don't know if he was.
I think
a good
she's
actor.
going back. I think she's going back to make sure she's She's doing the instant replay
She's stuck on the
on
blade
Blade.
thing still.
Covering all her aces.
Yeah. Let's see here. Dude, so fit. Are we still talking about that Taylor guy with Gambit? I think so.
Yeah, you know who would have been a great Gambit was Channing Tatum about 10 years ago.
That's
Yeah.
what everyone said.
Be a thing? Wasn't that like a rumor?
Yep.
Yeah, I think he was slated to play him for like 5 years before
Yeah.
everybody gave up on it.
Steve, you got to plug in the toaster, man. You got to. I probably shouldn't encourage that. Whatever. Okay, so Punisher. I'm actually surprised you guys liked that one as much as you did. Next one, Punisher Warzone, is not as good.
We're men of culture.
Okay. This one was, I didn't realize this. They actually had a graphic at the beginning that said Marvel Knights on this one. And I didn't realize that that was like a spinoff they were trying to go for. I think that was the only one that showed up as Marvel Knights.
Yeah,
But-
that was I believe that was supposed to be part of Marvel Entertainment, headed up by Dan Loeb, which never really went anywhere. It just ended up going into the the morphing it into the Netflix shows.
Yes, yeah, that's a good point. Because they end up doing the Punisher show and that Deadpool, and all those other ones, obviously. But I think Deadpool's the one that kind of got the biggest following. So yeah, not great, but I put it at a D+. Static, what do you think?
So I watched this movie for like the second time today,
I
and
think you did.
I didn't even know I'd seen it before. I didn't even know I had seen it before, and then I was like, oh yeah, I recognize these actors and whatnot.
Vex, if you click the live, it'll go live. But
Right.
she won't hear this for half an hour. Will she? It's all right. Welcome to the future. Whenever you get here, Vex. Sorry, Static. Go
I
ahead.
bet.
That's fine. So like I kind of just want to give this one a C from what I did see going on, because it looked like one of those campy, just what's the word? Just gnarly
Schlock.
but like that's a little more negative. I'm thinking more like just like the brutality of the violence, like was
Over
just
the top.
so insane, and like I find that amusing, and so I like it.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah. Sorry if you're sick there, Vex. That's no good.
Get well soon,
Hope
Vex,
think. Get well
And-
soon, Vex. Yeah.
and apparently cool your tits. So I give it a D because the action sequences are aggressively hilarious. So I find them funny. I mean, when a guy is front flipping off a rooftop and getting shot with a rocket, that just makes me laugh every time.
True.
I mean,
Okay.
it's just so funny. He's on this like high trajectory to cross over to the shorter rooftop, but in comes a spiraling missile and smacks him right in the middle of his apex. And it's brilliant. That's entertainment, baby. That's peak entertainment.
Here's something. Joker, what do you think?
D+.
So wait a second. We're putting this at the same level as Howard the Duck. Is that what we're going with?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just
I said it was a C.
You said it was a C. I know everybody else is agreeing with me, and I'm thinking.
But everybody
all right.
loves those duck nips, dude.
They do. I actually, when I was looking for this Howard the Duck graphic, I saw the picture that you're talking about with the duck in the bathtub. Is that
Yeah.
what you're talking about? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think
was
the
disturbing.
duck boobs might have been my first boobs when I was a kid.
Yeah, because parents thought because it's
Did that mess up your life or anything like that? Did it
I
have
was-
any lasting
I was
effect?
really confused for a while.
Yeah.
he kept
Okay.
looking at his rubber ducky weird.
He always goes out to the pond. I don't know what's going on with him.
So as far as the Warzone goes, Jigsaw, I mean, the origin of Jigsaw, where at first he's in this metal grinder, which I'm like, and only your face got torn apart. Okay, if you go to the Netflix show, and Frank has Bobby's face, and he's just raking it across broken glass, and
Yeah.
just raking it and
Yeah,
raking
so
it.
cool.
And I'm like, oh yeah, that's how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And this just is.
And you could obviously tell that he's sitting in like a CGI bottle. I mean, it looked. I don't know if you've seen it recently, but it looked really like he's clearly not there.
Right, and this is just so over the top campy that I'm just like, it's there. There are worse things to watch, but there are way better things to watch. So,
okay, Static.
He already said C.
Oh,
and
I'm like, still Punisher, right? C, yeah.
Oh,
and Copa and I are the
that's right. Okay,
D pluses.
Okay, let's do Fantastic Four. This is a this would be a D plus, but it gets a double bump with Jessica Alba.
Ooh, double bump
up to a C plus.
To a C plus.
So actually, Johnny Storm's not that bad in it. I'm gonna go B.
Ooh, you are
going B on that one.
Wow.
You are kind. You
Copa?
are kind.
That's
What
nice.
do you think?
I agree with the double bump Jessica Alba.
Okay.
But I'm going to have to not say B. I can't. He's nowhere close to Blade 2, a Spider-Man, and the Punisher.
No, or Blade 2.
Or Blade 2. Yeah, it's a D.
It's a D?
It's a D.
Okay, that's gonna drop it. Just with him, that already drops it down to a C.
And that's exactly. See, now I'm playing chess while you all are playing checkers. I wanted it at a C.
All right, Joker, what do you got?
I'd say C.
Okay.
Julian de McMahon as the Victor Von Doom. No, not buying that for 1 second. The chemistry between the
This is more impressed with Chris Evans in a towel.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
I'm sorry, Joker. Go ahead.
The chemistry of the sibling chemistry between Alba and Evans is actually good. The romantic between Reed and Susan, I did not buy that at all. Ben Grimm looked terrible, and this was just a basic intro film with a very flimsy plot. It's just, here they are, these are their powers, and just wait until the next film before we actually have a story.
Okay.
I agree with the C. Very much superhero flick 101 type stuff. I remember seeing the Human Torch and was like, oh, so he does things besides these like horny teenage movies. And then of course,
That's right, yeah, because he was in like not another teenage movie before that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And naturally it's a D, but the Alba bump helps. So
right.
Solid C.
Solid C. All right. That was a fun movie, man.
Well played,
what
Copa.
you guys are talking about.
Thank you.
Well, if we're putting that at a C, well, actually, I think probably the sequel would probably do this itself. Probably about a D on that one.
Not even the album.
You know what? I'm okay. I got the album. I'm going to bump it up to a D plus.
Nope. You go other way.
You think so?
Oh,
Really?
Yep. Yes.
We're already tired of Alba. Sorry,
Okay.
baby.
Copa, what do you think?
I have to agree. I would say it's a D plus because of the Alba bump, but it's just so bad that I can't give it an F for Alba, but I can't get it any higher than a D plus.
We'll get some ladies on here next in the next couple weeks to do some ranking. That's fine.
They did she's right. They did ruin Alba's costume in that too. They ruined a lot of things. And then the thing, was it Michael Chiklis is the thing, and you could tell he's in a freaking suit and just all around bad.
He was the whole time. He was never a C.
Right, yeah.
Character.
Yeah.
Vex, you got to remember the Alba bump. You got to take that into consideration. I don't think it could ever be an F.
No, not with Alba.
Yeah. I don't know. Who was next?
That would be me.
Okay, go for it.
Alba bump gives it a D.
Okay, so you're saying F to D. Okay. Interesting.
The only good part of this film is Lawrence Fishburne as the voice of Norrin Rad. That's it. The way they depicted Galactus, fuck off. Absolutely fuck off.
Yeah, that is. And by the way, Jana, We Rank Stuff is copyrighted. I will sue the shit out of you.
Wait a minute, she's suing the
Try
shit out of
me.
me too.
Try me.
Hold up.
Well, you,
and
Alba's
this is just-
yeah. Okay. Alba's.
this is just this went corny, campy, and again Julian the McMahon as Dr. Doom. No, he is absolutely god awful. Go back to Charmed where you can suck there, and so
Okay.
I remember from Nip
What's wrong with Microsoft Edge? I don't know what's going on here.
I think it's just asking.
Yeah.
Well, he said I thought it would have higher standards. Well, I mean,
Oh yeah.
yeah. No, it's
Well, you know,
these are the lowest of standards,
So-
my guy.
Steve,
And on
stuck
top
in
of
the
that, you
early
get
2000s.
Bing points with Microsoft Edge. So
Do you?
I think
Okay.
so.
You get 1 point.
Let's see here. Female perspective. We'll get so off topic so fast. Yeah. They'll get
But
2
that-
movies in it,
that's
and then the
fun.
rest of it will just be like talking about their fingernail painting or something like that.
Yeah, and it also requires them to get out of the kitchen, and I'm not.
Oh yeah, yeah. And you guys
yeah, the
you gotta
counter.
remember, Copa's got to
gotta
get that
cook that
sandwich.
counter spaghetti.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Static. Did you go yet?
No,
I
he
have
did not.
not.
Go ahead, bud.
So, I'm at a D plus. It gets a
Wow.
bump from Alba, and then it gets bumped down for Cloud Galactus.
Down to
And
D.
then no. And then I've got another bump up because it was cool seeing the Silver Surfer.
I'm sorry,
So a D plus.
I didn't hear that last part.
So
What was it?
we're doing lots of some bumps here. Is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah. But terrible Galactus. I like the Silver Surfer. I thought that was cool. I wish there was more to it than what we got. But yeah,
And
so D plus.
Okay.
and have we heard? Have you guys heard the rumor of who was supposed to be playing Reed Richards for the Disney Fantastic Four?
It just came out not too long ago. I can't remember who it was.
Dev Patel,
I don't know who that is.
Slumdog.
Oh yeah,
Slumdog
The main guy in
Millionaire.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, Richards?
Copa's got a night ahead of him there. They're making
Uh-oh.
table spaghetti after this.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We'll try to
All
wrap this
right.
up quick, buddy. Oh
No,
man,
I just told
Look
her
out.
I unsubbed from her.
the church is trash. That is true. Unsubbed. Yeah. John Krasinski is. Yeah, they brought him in for Mr. and then
But they,
Dr.
but they
Strange.
brought him in for just the
And then
multiverse, right?
dropped
Yeah.
him real quick here.
Yeah.
They dropped him to turn him into spaghetti that was cooked on the counter.
Yep.
That's right.
Mhm.
They scraped him into a pan and threw him in the oven.
Because it's garbage.
Exactly.
Because it's garbage. All right, so then let's go. Ooh, Iron Man 1, the start of something here. I got to go A on that one. I love that movie, even if it didn't set up the rest of it. Just a good origin story. Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark, and yeah, you got a couple of the bumps in there from some of the ladies, a few of them. I got to go A tier on that one. Copa, what do you think?
Oh, it's a definite A. You never seen anything like that before.
Nope.
You had a superhero who freely admitted to the world who he was.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I mean, you never saw that. And
it
then
holds
on
up
top of
incredibly
that,
well. True.
it does. It really does.
Yes.
His character's on point. I don't think anybody else. I mean, you see the laundry list of people who are trying out for Tony Stark, and now I can't even imagine
No.
anybody outside of Robert Downey Jr. doing it.
What, they're trying to recast it?
Well, eventually they will. I hope so.
They're gonna have
You
to
know?
if
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, not with
Secret Wars.
Disney.
Secret
I
Wars.
mean,
The
I mean,
Secret Wars
I'd be
is
fine
different.
with another Iron Man, but I wouldn't recast Tony Stark.
But we're gonna get Ironheart
crazy.
instead, and she's just as good.
you're going to get an all-female Avengers movie, and they're empowered.
Yeah.
His character is sexy too. His
Oh my
personality,
God, his personality is on
point, girlfriend.
So I would.
Yeah,
Is that how she sounds, Copa? Is that how?
Yeah,
how Janice
yeah.
sounds? Just like it.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Hold on, let me get my ears out here. See.
Yeah. No, her ears are in.
Put the Q-tips back in. Okay, so you said A. Joker, what do you think?
This is definitely an A. As much as the 1978 the Richard Donner Superman film said, "You will believe a man can fly." This made you really believe a man can fly.
See you, Steve.
Just-
thanks for stopping in, bud.
This was just an amazing film, and to take basically a B tier comic book character and build something on him that lasted 11 years and became the greatest cinematic IP of all time. I mean, Favreau gets a chef's kiss for this.
And on that, I mean, if you look at this, all of these ones we've done already, they didn't have any of these to make. I mean, they were down to, Iron Man and Thor and stuff like that because they sold off all the main ones.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's how far down. Yeah. I mean, they had Howard the Duck, but other than that. Okay,
And I
go
think
ahead.
Jeff Bridges as the villain
Yes.
was perfect.
Ironmonger. Yes. And
Yes.
this was the chemistry between Robert and Gwyneth was second to none. Was very good. And this was Robert Downey's comeback. He was the gamble that they had for this.
Yeah,
film.
he had to actually audition for it.
Yep.
Was the same year as Tropic Thunder, wasn't it?
Yes.
That was
So
a
he
good year
his
for him.
comeback was starting with this smaller film that Shane Black wrote and directed called Kiss Kiss Bang
Kiss
Bang,
Bang Bang. Right.
with Val Kilmer. Excellent film.
That's right.
Anybody-
That was the same year as Iron Man?
no, it was the year before.
Okay.
Wasn't Scanner Darkly before that? Before he
Oh no,
like,
no, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was about 2 years before. Then Scanner Darkly.
yeah, Scanner Darkly was his return.
Yeah, and then the same year he did Tropic Thunder and Iron Man, and that was it. He was off to the races.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was on one of you streams with one of you guys, but I guess he was nominated for Best Actor for
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder
For Tropic
for that
Thunder.
year, and then
Oh,
lost to
That's
Heath
supporting
Ledger.
it.
Heath Ledger.
That's crazy.
I thought he should have won.
He
What do you
was
mean?
pretty good. Yeah.
You
Could
bite
you
your
imagine
tongue.
that
You bite your
getting
tongue.
nominated for an Oscar this year?
Oh yeah,
You think that
What?
happened?
Oh, they ain't even making that. That's not happening. I can't wait for
I was saying,
the-
could you imagine him getting nominated for an Oscar like this year for that role?
no, it wouldn't even have been made.
No. Yeah,
There's no way. I can't remember who I told this to. I said, but that was the last of those kind of movies ever being made. Like you'll never get a Tropic Thunder like that in our lifetime again,
No.
because that was pretty much on the cusp of when wokeness started.
Mhm.
That's what they lost their shit because Ben Stiller wrote the word retard in the script.
Mhm.
Like, if you remember, everybody was getting
I don't remember that, but that doesn't surprise me.
You never
right. They
go-
were like, "Oh, you can't say retard." They wanted it taken out of the movie. They were doing all sorts of boycotts against it, and everybody else was looking around, going, "They do realize we have Robert Downey Jr., a white man in blackface,
Right.
in the middle of the
Right,
movie,
yeah.
right." But they're
Yeah.
worried about the word retard.
Yeah,
But
that was like,
yeah.
yeah.
That was the beginning of woke culture starting to really
Yeah.
take hold.
Yeah.
It was
And
it was starting it was starting, and then 2016 it went full bore.
Oh well, yeah. Ghostbusters 2016 is really where it really reared its ugly head.
Right.
But I think
Like,
I think
my
it
eyes
was,
are in.
I think it
The
was a
best
perfect storm.
part of Tropic Thunder is when he does the "Make Me Happy," and then it's like Maria Menounos or something, and she goes, "But the real
Is that a
question
stuttering
can
reference
it
there?
ma-
The White
make
Bear?
me
Oh,
money?"
shit.
You remember
White
that
Bear?
part?
White Bear? Is that a stuttering reference there?
Make
Oh,
my
right
eyes
there, explain yourself.
frame. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. It really is.
The best part of that
It's
film
too
was
good.
the best part.
It's too good, and
the
it's also
best
like
part-
taking the piss out of it too. So I think that's probably
The
why it
best
has a
part
big
of
cast.
that film was Tom Cruise.
Oh
Yes.
One of his best
Yeah,
roles ever. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I couldn't believe that they blew it because 2 weeks prior everybody came out that he was in the movie, but it would have made it so much better if we all went into the movie theater that weekend and
just
we
went
didn't recognize it was Tom
I had no
Cruise.
idea. I had no
I just
idea.
Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't know
okay.
either.
wait.
I didn't know
Good.
either.
I was
No!
like, who is that? Yeah, we were like,
Yeah.
that's not Tom Cruise, right?
It was about,
A,
it
nut,
was
a
about halfway
nutless
in the
monkey
movie when
can
it
do
hit
your
me.
job.
Yeah, Jan, I think you're probably right. That's probably why, because no one has apologized
Yep.
for it, and then
Yep.
Right.
you know, because once you start apologizing for that, then you gotta
Mhm.
gotta take it away. And like for other older movies like Gone with the Wind, everybody's dead, so they can't apologize for it.
Oh well, they did make a intro
White Bear.
to Gone with the Wind on HBO, saying, "Oh, this was a movie for its time and stuff." It totally
Oh,
apologized
made for a
for
different
it.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
HBO
White Bear,
Max came out with
You're
a
forgiven.
with an intro for
Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind.
And didn't the like Mammy win an Oscar for that?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, but she
Like,
had to sit
And she
away.
couldn't even
She had
be
to
in
sit
the,
back.
in the theater or something, right? That is
Right.
insane. That is
No, she had to sit
madness.
at the Academy Awards. She had to sit in the back. She couldn't sit.
Oh, so
with
she could
everybody
be
else.
in the room.
She was in the
Yeah.
room. Hattie
She was-
McDaniel.
She was
Hattie
Diane
in the
McDaniel
was
was
on
at
that.
the award.
That's about
There,
it.
she was there, but she couldn't
The
sit
guy-
with everybody else at the table.
the guy who played Uncle Remus. He was in another room when he won his Oscar.
Right.
For Song of the South.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, okay. Jenna, we
'Cause-
got to know
because
about this
when
guy's.
Hattie-
Dated.
Because when
This guy's
Hattie
ears,
McDaniel
what
won, they're
is,
like, never again.
Dated, is that a loose term?
Did you have to wear earmuffs for this guy too, or was that just a one guy?
No,
one fella type thing?
she had to keep her shoes off. She was always
Oh.
showing her feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Some guys are into ears, some guys are into feet, I guess.
Yeah, see, I'm
okay.
not a weird guy.
countertops.
I'm not a foot guy. I'm not a pervert.
Yeah,
Just like ears.
he just has a
Nothing for
monthly
ears.
subscription of Q-tips. Don't ask any questions, guys. Joker, did you go on Iron Man?
Yeah. Hey,
Hey, okay. Static?
Hey.
I think we all did agree with that.
Actually, yeah, I'm an A.
Okay.
I went into this without high expectations because of Robert Downey Jr. And then he blew me away.
Yeah.
I was really impressed with how well he played that whole thing. Because the previous movie I'd seen him in was Scanner Darkly, which is something completely different. And I felt that was more of like the life that he was trying to get away from. And I was wondering how Tony Stark in this like druggy life was going to meet. But like he played it really well. I was really
Agreed.
impressed.
Did you guys ever see what's it called? The Chaplin with him?
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's probably 15 years
Oh
before this.
no.
No, that was a long time ago.
No, he
Early
was
90s,
nominated
but-
for Academy Award with that one too.
Yeah, that
He's
was
an
before
excellent actor.
his. He's a great actor. Yeah, but it was before all the drug stuff, and obviously before Iron Man.
No, that was during his drug stuff.
That
he
was
Was
during.
it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Chaplin
Yeah,
was?
too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Less than
zero. Yeah.
was was the start of it, and was his first film too. So that just
Well, his first film was I want to say it's Weird Science was even before that. But
He
Less
was
Than
also-
Zero, he actually pulled a Less Than Zero in real life where he
Yeah.
found himself
Oh
in
my
someone
God.
else's room.
He was in the Rodney Dangerfield movie.
Yeah, Back to School
Back to School.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that was. I don't know if that was the first one, but
with the
it was-
triple Lindy.
The triple Lindy.
I'm not sure. He's keeping it 100 here. I don't know what we're talking about on that one. but,
White Bear, keep it under 100, dude. Oh, he's talking about the cocaine. He heard Robert
oh,
Downey Jr.
okay.
Coke stories, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm on board."
So yeah,
Don't worry about him.
Iron Man is easily A tier. Iron Man 2, I'm gonna put it about Fantastic Four area at about a C.
No.
Which one?
Iron Man 2.
Oh, at a C. I was asking which Fantastic Four.
Oh, yeah, at the first one. So Copa, kick it off.
I would say it's a C.
Thank you.
It's boring as shit. I know Joker's losing his shit right now.
No, okay.
No,
I got your emojis. Okay.
yeah. See, just feed him a little bit of cocaine. He'll be fine for 10, 15 minutes.
The first one was so bad. Are you talking about Iron Man, Whitey? I don't know what the first one. Maybe the first sequel.
Reminded me of the
I don't know.
Mask.
What the hell?
Reminded me of The Mask. How much of this
Okay.
no snow were you?
Lay off
You
the
know
coke,
what?
dude.
Okay, Copa, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I just want to tell my friend there, maybe not ski the mountain right now.
Bunny slopes first, my friend.
Yeah, dude. So
Oh, Fantastic Four. He's talking about Fantastic Four. Okay. Yeah, we're
Whoa.
moving here. All right. All right.
Speaking
Back
of
to the
Bunny-
mountain.
Oh God. Okay,
Back
that
on the
was
list, my
wonderful.
friend. Go ahead. Okay. Okay. Sorry, Copa. Go ahead.
where was I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you were,
Iron
you were
Man
saying
2.
it was you were saying
Is
I
there
was
a way
right
to get a
before-
contact high with cocaine? From the
Yes.
internet?
You were saying I was right before Whitey
Woo!
interrupted. But go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So I would say it's a C. I mean, there's great elements to it, and then I hate Rhodey in this. Like they
Well,
should have kept.
because
Oh,
Rhodey
absolutely.
got smaller and darker.
Are you calling?
And much
No,
worse.
wait a minute. I'm not against anybody.
I'm just
who's
saying.
smaller.
I'm just saying.
I'm fine
What
with
did-
small people.
What
know?
did you think about Rhodey's ears, though?
You know, I don't really notice men's ears too much.
Oh,
So,
well, that's fairly
You're
sexist
all-
of you, isn't it?
That
yeah.
I'm fine with him not noticing men's ears.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are
Fine
good.
with it.
I mean, I've been paying attention all night, and I'm like, no.
I'm
comment.
sure
I'm
you
fine.
have. He's got a sketch pad going over there.
I have a whole note. I have notes going and everything. But yeah, why can't I think of his name? Howard. Terrence Howard was a great roadie. Don Cheadle's just awful. He is
Well-
so miscasted in this.
Well, you know what
And
happened,
then-
right?
But I was really. We'll get to that.
Okay.
I'll like to hear in a minute because I want to say the addition of War Machine really pumped me up at the end. So
At
Yeah,
the
I
end of
give
the
it a
first one,
C.
you're saying?
at the end of the second one,
Yeah.
they introduced War Machine
They
in the
teased
first one.
it. They
Yeah,
teased it.
he's
Okay,
like-
yeah, they introduced costume
Next
at
time,
the-
Maybe
baby.
next time.
Next time.
Iron
Next-
Patriot.
Yeah,
That was in 3.
but
No,
But
that's.
the
Oh, yeah,
entire
that's the first one.
second
Yeah, you're right.
the entire second act is so boring, and they could have done so much with was it Whiplash?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mickey
They could have
Rourke.
done so much more. That's the problem with the next two Iron Men is that they had a wonderful setup with great villains, and then they completely blew them. They made them boring, or they made them into worthless red herrings.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like with that and also Edward Norton, they just went for like the easiest actors like to work with.
Yeah.
Because I think Terrence Howard and Edward Norton were pretty like they had kind of a vision for what they wanted to do with their characters. And it
Mhm.
was just like, let's just get somebody else in here to do it.
Well,
The-
what
the
happened
Marvel
was,
way.
what happened was in Iron Man, Terrence was paid more than Robert was,
Oh well, that makes sense.
and so in Iron
He
Man
was a
2,
bigger actor at that point. Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Well, he was-
so
Well, and
I mean,
he
Robert
wasn't
hadn't made
smoking-
his comeback yet or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't smoking crack either.
right, and so then the second film, Terrence expected to at least be paid on the same level, and they're like, no, we're gonna bump your pay down because we're gonna pay Robert more, and he just went fuck you and walked out.
Really?
Now, yeah. Now, for me to put Blade Trinity and MCU Hulk above Iron Man 2 is criminal. It's at least at the same level. So I'm going to say a C+. Sam Rockwell was great. I loved his character. We got the introduction of Natasha. So we got the black.
Forgot about the bump, you guys. Yeah,
Bump.
that's right.
So, and now some people might say this is kind of where the MCU may have started its seeds because of her hallway scene. But I give that a slight break because if you know the way she fights, it's all leverage and it's not straight up kicking ass. It's leverage, it's weight distribution and whatnot. So I'm fine with it. I would say it's a C+. Again, Sam Rockwell was great. Gary Gary Sinise as the rival senator, which he spans through multiple films now, was great as well.
Gary
I'm
Sinise or
not
Gary
sure what
Shannon?
accent you're talking
Shanley.
about. Oh, okay,
Gary-
yeah, okay.
Gary
Vex,
Shanley,
I'm not
sorry.
sure what accent you're talking about. You're talking about Natasha's accent in
Probably.
Iron Man 2? Or maybe Mickey Rourke's. I bet it's Mickey
No,
Rourke's.
it's Mickey Rourke's.
Oh,
No, Mickey Rourke's accent.
I
Okay.
want my butter. I want my butter.
Accent was cheesy.
Static.
What you got?
So, like, Rockwell was cool, but I wanted more Rourke and less of him. More Whiplash.
See, I want less of
So, like, I
Flash.
agree with Joker on it not being worse than Blade and Hulk. But now I'm almost wondering if we shouldn't move all three of those down. Yeah, what else? There was something else. Oh, who were we giving the bump? Oh, we were giving the bump for Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Correct.
Scarlett
I
Johansson, but
thought we were giving the bump for Gwyneth Paltrow, and I was going to have to disagree with that
No.
one as well.
absolutely not. What?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Uh, but
Yeah, have you seen her ears? Come on, Static.
She's got skinny ears.
I think I'm.
Does Don Cheadle have an accent in real life? I didn't know that. I thought it was like
He
American.
Yeah,
Oh.
the Don Cheadle thing was annoying too.
According to Vex. Okay, I'm sorry, buds. Go ahead, Static.
C plus, just because
Just
of
keep it at-
where we
okay.
put those other two. Really, otherwise, I'm a C.
Okay. Gary Sinise could never be a bad guy.
Sorry, Shanling.
Move Blade 3 down, she says. I like Blade Trinity.
No, I thought it was all right.
I agree with Vex.
Skinny.
Well, she's
ass-
not in the
or skinny
show.
ears.
I want to say I think I said the same thing last week.
What's that?
I said I think Vex said something else last week that I was like, yep, she's right.
Oh, well.
She has that effect on people.
Those women, they're
Makes
right.
people
They're right
who are
every
Not
once
on
in a
me.
while.
Feel right.
Not on me
Um,
though.
Iron Man 3. I don't know if it's as bad as Elektra.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
damn.
put it at a D plus.
You know what? Can we have a quick sidebar on Elektra?
Okay.
Is it an F?
I'm fine with it being an F.
I'm fine with
I-
it being an F.
I said it was like right on the tier there, on the cusp. I'm fine with it as an F.
It's an F for those floppy ears.
Hey, Wookie and Vex, Whitey, what do you guys think about? Okay,
Well,
Vex says Elektra's an F.
It's an F.
Wookie, Whitey,
F.
what do you think? F for Elektra?
And
He got a
the
D
Wookiee
just
says,
because Jennifer Garner.
right, that's
Yeah,
it.
I
So,
think that. Yeah,
Okay.
F. All right, we'll
Okay.
go with an F. So let's go with Iron Man 3 then. Are we happy with everything else?
hmm,
F.
Yeah,
Whitey says F. Wookie
yeah,
says F.
we're fine.
I think yeah, I think Iron Man 3 is a D because it's boring.
Okay.
And if it was, and it gets the Robert Downey bump.
Okay. I'm sorry, it gets a what bump?
It gets the Robert Downey bump is what it gets because his acting
Oh.
is excellent, but everything else was booty.
Gotcha.
Pooty.
Joker, did you go on Iron Man 3?
I have not yet.
Go for it, man.
F. It sucks.
Okay.
Okay.
We're already down to a D. Copa, what do you think?
I'm gonna have to go with F.
Okay. Man.
I won't argue with it.
I mean,
It is my least favorite Marvel film. My least.
here's
Really?
my issue. Here's my big issue with it. Shane Black wrote and directed it. Shane Black wrote Lethal Weapon,
Kiss,
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh, really? Wow.
But then he shows up. Of course, The Last Action Hero, which will always tear the fan bases apart. But
it was terrible.
it is. But it's like,
Great
Fun.
soundtrack though.
yeah, it is.
It's a
So-
great soundtrack.
So Shane Black is just, and at one point he was the highest paid screenwriter of all time. One of his screenplays, I think, Long Kiss Goodnight. Oh, he also wrote The Last Boy Scout. So
Okay,
this is
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a good one. So
he's got some chops.
oh, he's definitely got some writing chops. So I'm sitting here thinking, oh my god, he's writing
This is
and
going to be
directing this.
amazing.
This is going to be excellent. He's coming fresh off of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
See you,
He has a
Whitey.
great- Yeah, he's got Robert Downey Jr. again. They've obviously worked well with each other with Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. And then that came out. And I was just so mortified about what I saw that I can never watch it again. I haven't seen it since it came out in theaters. I refuse to watch it again. I thought every little thing that they did was there's only one joke, and it's when he punks the kid. And he punked the kid.
I don't
And I
even remember that.
Yeah, he punks the kid. He remember how he flies to that small little town and he's trying to rebuild the shit.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, I forgot about the damn kid.
yeah, and he's hanging around
Harley.
with the kid, and then at one point the kid says something about like, is Santa Claus real or some shit like that, and he's like, yeah. And he just totally punks him. It's fucking hilarious. And even then, I can't remember the scene. It is just, I can't believe such talent put out that piece.
Garbage.
Yeah.
And then he comes back and does The Nice Guys, and you go, oh my god, Shane Black is back on top of his game. He's doing The Nice Guys. Wonderful film. I suggest anybody who hasn't seen The Nice Guys.
Yeah, it's a lot like, it's more in that Kiss Kiss Bang Bang kind of.
Exactly. Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe.
Vex, I think they confirm that kid was Peter Parker.
No
His
shit,
name is
is he?
Harley.
From that?
No, his name is
Oh, I thought they
Harley.
did.
No, his name is Harley, and the kid
Oh.
and the random kid in Endgame is that actor grown up. That's
okay.
Harley.
I'm sorry. Where is he at?
He is. If you're going through the funeral,
Oh, at the Endgame funeral. Okay.
there's like some random teen kid that
Okay.
That's in there with all the other Avengers that doesn't
Mhm.
fit in. Okay, when they're doing that
Mhm.
long scan. Okay.
Yep.
I'll have to watch that again. That one.
When
That's the
Captain
kid
Marvel
from-
shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the back.
By the way, guys, there's this kind of weird time right around this movie where Disney bought Marvel, but the
Correct.
movies were already made. They were like distributed by like Paramount, I think. So some of these
Paramount.
are after the actual purchase date, but before Disney started actually making them. So that's why some of these are kind of in that area. I think like Iron Man 3, Thor, and the Avengers were all in there. So we're going F on Iron Man 3. Everybody good on that?
I believe it's Iron Man 2, the Captain America and Thor, then Avengers, and then Iron Man 3. Because in Iron Man 3, if I recall correctly,
Correct.
he's got.
I was just
PTSD.
doing all the Iron Mans
Yes.
together.
Yeah. No. I'm just
No.
just trying to piece it in my head. It's your show, dude. You just
No,
throw
there's
in
not-
whatever you want. Put in
No,
the Back to the Futures if you feel like it.
I will. Don't worry here. Let me get through these. The kid was at the funeral. Miserable that he's there. Isn't that the kid Iron Man? Yeah, at the funeral. Yeah, we talked about that. Looks like Wookiee's playing the Hogwarts game because he hates trans people.
Yeah. Oh wow.
It's very sad.
He's so
Very sad.
transphobic.
No bigots in the chat, please, Wookie.
Okay.
Hashtag do better. Okay, let's see here. Wookie has the gameplay. Good on that. Vex says he's a tall, lanky kid. You can find the screenshots.
Mhm.
And his name's Charlie?
Harley.
Harley. Okay.
Curly hair.
Harley. Hello, Harley. Only not as fun.
Gotcha here. Whitey. I thought you were going to do some coke or something, Whitey. You still here?
No, we kicked him off the bunny slopes. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We got to bring it back a little bit.
I just like how it smells.
Wookie, all we're saying is you can do better. You can be more inclusive.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
No, seriously.
Hashtag do better.
Hashtag canceled.
Yeah.
I can't believe he's playing.
Hashtag cancel Wookie. We're going to get that trending.
Yeah.
Wow. Vex has
That
got some
movie made me want to
opinions.
forget. That movie made me want to forget that movie, so I didn't look. into
No.
it.
Vex, I will completely. I will disagree with you on not this statement or
On
next
this one here,
Yeah, you are completely wrong on this one.
Endgame. I liked Endgame.
I didn't.
Endgame gets a lot of hate because of what came after it. I think, but it was.
I don't like
it was
Endgame
good.
because their
Well,
time travel was stupid.
the time and travel leaves a lot of holes in it, but that scene between but that
It's
scene with
these bets.
that scene with that scene with Jeremy and Scarlett of who's gonna fight to where they
Yeah.
fight to make who is
Mhm.
gonna make the sacrifice play, and we're all expecting it to be Hawkeye,
Right.
and then when
Right.
Scarlett makes that play, it's like, oof, I was not expecting that. I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm sure there's a lot of holes in it, but it's still good.
Right.
For
It's
me,
still, I mean, if you
Yeah.
compare it to Black Widow, really? Compare it to Eternals? Yeah, I loved it on
I
its
didn't.
own.
I thought the time travel was stupid. I mean, some people can be saved, other people can't.
Uh-huh.
You could bring back some people because we have to make more movies while other people's contracts are coming up. That's exactly what was going on.
Pretty
Right.
much.
Right.
Pretty much.
yeah,
Like some people can be saved prior to the snap, and other people cannot. So you're just gonna have to deal with that fact and
Yeah,
move
it's-
on. They kept telling you, move on. Do not
If
think
they-
about this.
yeah.
If they had
kind of a lottery.
if they hadn't
It's
continued
kind of a lottery here.
after Endgame, do you think it would have been? You think it would be more like more beloved than it is now if they had just stopped? You know, because that was a good send off for
Chris and Robert.
Evans and Robert. If they had just stopped the whole thing there, do you think
Yeah.
that would change your?
That's what they should have done,
That's what they
Right.
should have done.
and
They
at
should
least
have-
taken like a 5-year break to actually get something.
I remember walking
cohesive.
out of Endgame and turning to Jana and saying, "I don't know where they go from here. It's all over."
Right.
Yeah, and it pretty much is. I mean, I've watched like half as many movies.
Oh yeah,
Since,
I'm not
since
excited
Endgame.
about anything from Phase 4.
Phase
Except
4 was
for-
awful.
It was so stupid.
I think we're in
Phase four
phase
was
5
awful.
now, right?
We're in phase. We
we're-
just started phase
we're-
5 with Ant-Man. and-
Ant-Man starts
I
at
don't
the
give a
phase
shit.
5. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Vix. Infinity War. I mean, I loved Infinity
Was
War, but
best,
Yeah, Infinity
the
War
best, the
Yeah.
best
It's fantastic.
MCU film. That and The Winter Soldier.
And
Arguably the two
I would
best
say
films.
Civil
I
War-
actually like
Civil War there as well.
Civil War better than Winter Soldier, and Winter Soldier is really good.
Yeah.
But I like Civil War a lot
Yeah.
better.
My mother-in-law still believes that Doctor Strange is going to bring back Iron Man
No,
as Robert Downey Jr. or a different Iron Man.
No, see,
That'd be your mom, right?
that
Koba?
would be yes. My
Okay.
I got my mom hooked on MCU, so she like.
Does she
went
think it's
through-
going to be Robert Downey Jr.
I don't know, but she was sitting there with
as Robert Downey?
Infinity
Okay.
War, and she had her theory that what was going to happen was we were going to see Strange as one out of like an infinite amount of odds against them. We were going to see that he was somehow behind everything that happened, like leading up to the end of Infinity War.
Okay.
no, that's not going to happen because we're
No.
because we're going to soon get the better Doctor Strange, Clea.
Right.
Sounds like your
Well, this
mom's
was before-
writing for Marvel.
Is that the Clea? I was thinking of the late night lady who read the fortunes in a globe. Cleo, remember Cleo?
No, not her.
You don't
Yeah,
remember?
mom sits
If
at
they
her.
replaced Doctor Strange with Cleo, that'd be amazing.
Miss Cleo,
Yeah, Miss Cleo, exactly.
call me now.
I watched the shit out of that.
Call
So,
999.
I think that's basically what we're saying. He should have stopped it in game for a while and then
Yep.
built it up again. Yeah, that would have.
Oh yeah.
That's what they should.
I would have been fine if they stopped it at Infinity War and then built it up and and then go and solve it.
Yeah.
After a few years.
Are we all
Then
in?
they could have used whatever they called the thing. They could have used Endgame to launch the next part and actually have something congruent going on.
Right,
as
but
opposed to
instead
going
of
into-
they launched
Yeah, but-
instead.
But then they let Victoria Alonso have the reins.
Yeah. So, just are we agreeing that Winter Soldier is probably the best of the best?
It's the one or two easily.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like Civil War a little bit better, but
Yeah, I'm a Civil War
pretty
guy
high
too.
up there.
So, if we were doing this with that, where do we put it up here in the
Oh,
Iron
easily.
Man
Oh, yeah.
A category?
For
Okay,
sure.
just
For
curious.
sure.
Okay.
Winter Soldier and Civil War are A tier.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that was about the Copa's mom thing with the Iron Man.
You talking about my mama?
Yeah, why isn't it? She should be in there making sandwiches. Why is she watching movies, man?
Or
My mom watches movies while making making
Oh,
counter
she-
spaghetti.
Okay.
There we
Miss
go.
Cleo, exactly. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Thor. I was not a fan of any of the Thor movies until Ragnarok, personally.
Oof.
So I put it. I don't think it's as bad as Fantastic Four sequel. I'm going to say it's a C. Joker Voice. Start it off.
Ragnarok, for as fun a film as it was, started the downfall of Thor. They turned Thor into a joke. This is where Thor is still taken seriously. Thor is still God level in his power and the whatnot. And I think it goes a little higher. I'd give it a C plus because again, it is head and shoulders a better film than MCU Hulk. So it is at least C plus.
Okay. Do you think it should be a little higher?
Mhm.
Static. What do you think?
I'm gonna agree with that C plus.
Okay.
It was a good introduction to Thor, and on the comment about how like Ragnarok was the beginning of Thor becoming a joke, Thor was always kind of a joke, but he wasn't a fool. He was just ignorant to the ways of Earth, and he had like a very
Right.
pompous attitude about everything, but it was also a joke. So like they just totally stripped him of that like kind of like righteousness that he had. Anyways, it's a C plus because it's definitely better than Fantastic Four.
Okay.
And then it's not a B because the final battle, like the whole battling with the Guardian thing, the giant suit of armor, whatever the hell they call that thing, like
Destroyer.
yeah, dumbass bad guy. Like there really wasn't like I mean Loki was kind of the bad guy. There's a bunch of stuff going on in the background that we didn't know, but no true villain I felt in that movie.
Okay.
Vex says C plus as well. Copa, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say a C plus. I mean, it's got a good sense of humor to it. Great direction by Kenneth Branagh. Bring in a classically trained director to come in and do that. That was kind of a good call. But yeah, it kind of sagged in the middle. Like the second act was kind of boring. And I agree with Static here. The villain was just so blah. Like who
Meh.
cared?
Yeah.
I did not care. Loki was an interesting character too. And so it was a great setup. I think it's better than the second Thor, for sure, by leaps and bounds. But yeah, I would say it's a C plus. It's enjoyable. It's definitely enjoyable. I can watch it.
I have Doctor Who blindness for the second Thor.
Why is that?
Christopher Eccleston.
Oh, okay.
Thor. That was probably in the Disney
Dark World, yeah.
Okay, so Captain America. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say B plus on that one. I liked it. I think B plus. Static. What do you think?
That's what I was thinking. The only reason it's not A is because it's the next one. The next two Captain America movies are better than it.
True.
Is it as good as? No, I don't think it's. Maybe it is up there at X2 levels.
Okay. Keep going.
I wasn't bored with it at all. Once again, like I would have liked more Red Skull. But that's probably my biggest complaint is I would have liked more Red Skull. And maybe less of the USO bullshit.
Yeah, that's a pretty sizable part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So B plus for you, Copa. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to have to mark it a C plus.
C plus.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
think
going to
it's-
knock
I think
it down to about a B. Then that's not too bad. But go ahead. Keep
Yeah,
going.
I think it just once again, I think it's a great introduction to the character, no doubt. Great introduction to his origin story, no doubt. But once again, that second act freaking it freezes, dude. Like it's kind of a slog to get through before you get to the meat of it. They kill it when they get to part 2 and 3, obviously. But
Yes.
once again, I can enjoy it. Good rainy day, just like Thor. Throw it on there, have it on for noise while I cook counter spaghetti and look at my wife's ears.
Okay.
But
I see what you're
Yeah.
doing, Copa. You really think it's a B.
I'm here
that-
playing chess.
Max agrees with you here. All right, Joker, what do you think?
I was gonna say B right from the start. I
Okay.
think that again, this is where Marvel was taking a chance on their lead, a relatively unknown to this genre, and surrounded him with an amazing supporting cast. Haley Atwell, Tom Lee Jones, Hugo Weaving, Stanley Tucci.
So hold
Just-
on, Joker. Before you get to that, does it get a Haley bump? Are
No.
we doing a Haley bump?
No,
Haley bump? Okay.
no.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
The it make it the 10-second Natalie bump with the little secretary
Oh, that's right.
that he ends up
Oh,
making out with.
Yeah.
But I'd say, and as far as where we went from with Soldier and Civil War, I mean, just to put this one tier under A category, no, this is at least a couple tiers down.
You think so?
because-
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I say B.
You say B. Okay. So that'd be right about where we got it then.
Yep.
So I think we got Avengers that kind of cleared up. Then everything else is kind of Disney, Disneyfied after that. I would put.
wasn't there another Wolverine Origins?
I think it was after the Disney thing too.
Okay.
Yeah, there
it
was.
It was the Wolverine.
Right,
Yeah.
the Wolverine.
That was by the guy who did
James-
Logan and
James
Ford v.
Mangold.
Ferrari.
Right.
And it was
So-
actually it was actually it was
Decent.
actually a step up. Yeah, it was a step
It wasn't
up.
as good as
But
Logan, but it was.
It still had
No.
shitty CG. It still had shitty CG on that one.
It
Did
still has shitty CG, but the
Really?
story was a much bigger improvement. But I like how they took. That's right. No,
Oh, you're talking about the Chris Evans bump. You're talking about that.
Yes.
There, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Logan is well past the Disney stuff. If you're talking about the Logan movie here.
I mean, it still
Um,
technically wasn't Disney Marvel, but that's not the point of this episode.
Best Chris Evans role is obviously not another teen movie, so I'm not sure what we're even talking about here, folks. Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Which boyfriend was he?
he was the
What was
movie
his
star.
power?
He
He
was.
was,
the movie
I think
star.
he was like the last boyfriend or whatever, the last boss.
No. He was the
No,
movie
the
star.
last one was the dork.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the guy
I
with
haven't
the
seen that one
glasses,
in a long
the
time.
short hair, or the long hair.
That was a good adaptation. That is true. So Avengers, I think, and then everything else. Yeah, we talked about that in the chat. I think right. Avengers was made by Paramount or distributed by Paramount.
Yeah.
something like that.
Mm.
Okay.
We had a debate last week on whether it was Paramount or Disney, and I think we've come to the conclusion that Disney technically took it over, but gave Paramount the distribution rights, or at least allowed them to
That's right.
have their name.
Right.
Yeah. And then after Avengers, it's pretty much all Disney. So yeah, I think it's at about Spider-Man level. I don't think it's as good as the first Captain America, but I think again, I thought Captain America was a little bit higher. So I'm going to put Avengers at a B, and obviously that was the first culmination of everything that they built, starting from Iron Man, the first kind of payoff of all that on screen. So yeah, I think it's a B. Static, what do you got?
So I was thinking B plus, but then as you're talking about things, I was thinking about the villain. And although it's Loki, the villain is not Loki, and it's not Thanos yet. It's just this army of these things. And so I feel that it was really lacking a villain, just like Thor. But great introduction to bringing the team together.
Well, I mean, the villain was Loki, was it not?
Yes, but he never really felt like a true villain, at least not to me.
I mean, they were kind of like his henchmen, but I mean, the main
Well, he was like the henchman just there to bring in the army.
Yeah.
Vex guys don't get bumps. That's a girl thing. Wouldn't happen unless they have hot ears.
And there's no Tom Hiddleston bump.
No, we don't do hot ears on dudes either.
That's right. That's right.
We're not doing that.
Okay. So keep going, Static. What?
But yeah, I think a B. I would have liked a Hulk movie before this one. I didn't.
You got a Hulk movie.
Yeah, we had two.
No, I wanted the Ruffalo Hulk. I wanted because they just changed the whole thing with that.
Yeah.
Back when this came out, that's what I wanted.
Okay.
Now I could go without Ruffalo doing anything ever again.
Right.
And then at the time I also wanted a Black Widow one, but I think that would have actually been better if they would have done it after Winter Soldier. Yeah,
they could have done a Black Widow at any point in the past like 15 years, and it would have been better than they decided to do it.
But I'm at a B.
What's she saying here? New stream, we ranked stuff better than you.
Wow.
Son of a bitch.
What kind of bumps are they talking about?
We get most of it. Loki wasn't a strong villain because he was always being propped up by Thanos. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Loki was the equivalent of a president, just a front man for everything.
Bah.
I just saw him as the annoying little brother.
Absolutely, yeah.
Mine was in the chat earlier. He left, but yeah I just see it as an annoying little brother.
Copo, so you said you think about a B plus?
No, I
Static.
think an A.
Static. Hold on a second.
I'm at a B.
You're at a okay. Okay, Copo, go ahead.
Yeah, so I think it's an A.
You think it's an A?
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I don't think you've ever seen anything like this before, where you have a group of heroes come in and not one dominant. You think with Avengers that Iron Man's going to like dominate the entire show, but no. I mean, they really scaled everything to a point where everything felt even, and on top of that, they weren't this team that got together and they're like, okay, we have a common enemy, and we put our differences to the side. No, they beat the shit out of each other throughout that entire fucking movie for like 3/4 of it, until they finally figured out how to kind of work with each other and how one operates alongside the other.
Right.
So I thought that was a very interesting dynamic. It made a very enjoyable watch to not only have. Dynamic. Yeah. So she's just stealing what I'm saying. She's just copying and pasting.
Right.
And Copa, I want to say I believe you're being earnest about this A this time. I don't think you're trying to just make it a B plus.
I am. I'm being very earnest. I'm not playing the game.
Well, that would actually push it to a B plus. So if he's still playing chess here, Bex is talking about more boy stuff here. Let's see here. And Hot Evans ripping a tree stump with his banger. Was that
was in
first
Ultron?
No,
that was an Ultron.
That was the second one.
Yeah.
Oh, she said, wait, that's the second one. Never mind.
She's just having fever dreams about Chris Evans right now.
I know, right? Jesus.
But yeah, so I think it's an A. I think the dynamic. I've never seen anything like that before. They pulled it off really well. I mean, there's 1,000 ways that movie could have went wrong, and it just didn't.
And I mean, it wasn't the first time people tried to do it. Like DC tried to do Justice League probably like a decade before that. And it just never worked. So that was the first time it actually went through for.
And I really do think it's because.
Yeah,
and I really do think it's because they made sure to sit here and say all these people are like gods in their own way, but how do you get them together and fight as a team? Well, they're going to fight with each other first. I thought it was a brilliant way to bring everything together. It wasn't just this whole mesh of, hey, these guys are heroes and you're supposed to root for them. No, you got to watch them kind of work out their differences, iron out their differences.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, Hawkeye just kind of got thrown in there, but
whatever.
Build up would have been nice on that. Joker, what do you think, man? Avengers, A, B, C?
A.
Okay.
A tier. This was the start of the big experiment, a truly serialized films where everything connects and builds off of another. So you had a crossover of not one, but 2, 3, 4 major tentpole films that now you all condensed it into one narrative and started to build toward a big bad. And I like what Copa said, has you where you think, okay, well, Iron Man's had 2 films prior to this film, so he's going to be the one who's calling the shots and taking care and running the show. But as soon as the Hulk says, I'm always angry and punches the big thing, and all the aliens are yelling, what does Tony Stark do? Call it, Cap. He defers. He knows where his strength is. He knows where Cap's strengths are.
Yeah.
And this is just a really good, solid story and the one thing that Joss does well is the little dialogue, in scenes, which is why the after party scene in Ultron is probably one of the best scenes in all of Marvel films before Joss started being Joss again and being a douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is the start. This is where the grand experiment all starts, and it paid off in spades.
Chat, what do you think? You think A or B plus for Avengers? I'm torn on
Joker
this.
convinced me on the end.
I feel like it's not better than the X-Men movie or X2. I mean, I feel like it's about as good as X-Men, but I don't think it's as good as X-Men 2.
It
I think
surpasses
this
it.
is good. Yeah,
You
I think
so?
it's A tier. Yeah.
Let's see here. We'll go through here. B plus. Vex says B plus.
Well, the Vex is wrong.
She has a fever, guys.
But Janice says A. Yeah, well, this is okay.
So it stays at A.
We'll keep
Yeah,
it.
so
At
Being
A.
So that's an
fine.
A minus.
Yeah, I don't have an A minus.
We're good.
There's just A
B plus.
tier.
Janice says A. Oh, okay, we'll go with an A on that. Anything that I missed? If you guys want to talk about the older ones, like that Captain America and whatever the Punisher.
Oh, you
Roger
know what we
Corman film.
missed?
The Roger Corman film.
Yeah. Anything that we missed?
Yeah, we missed Ghost Rider.
Oh, we did
Oh,
miss Ghost
Agents
Rider.
of Ghost Rider.
Wow,
Good
that's an
point.
F. That's an F.
Total F. Yeah.
There were 2 Ghost Riders, weren't there?
Yeah, they were both terrible.
Yeah. But it
Ghost
was Nicky
Shadows or something
Cage,
like that.
man.
I was saying
And-
Nick Cage,
And it was still terrible.
and the effects were great. I thought the effects were awesome.
I thought so too.
For the time,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the time. Yeah.
So
on
where
time.
would we
Wow.
put Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider D. Ghost Rider 2, Dawn of Vengeance, F.
Okay.
Agreed.
About a D on that one. Okay.
I agree.
What movie starts off the official Disney Marvel movies?
Yeah.
So again, they were making them before Disney bought them. So there's a lot of overlap. I would say the
Avengers. I would say Avengers is where it kind
Avengers.
of Avengers is where they had that split where
Yeah.
Disney owned Marvel again, or those IPs from Marvel,
right.
but they gave Paramount distribution rights for just that one. So that's where transition was the Avengers. Because if I remember correctly, Iron Man 3 is technically Disney.
I think so.
Correct.
Was it after Avengers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he's suffering PTSD on that one.
Right.
Was that
Okay.
the first? Was that the first flick after the Avengers? Iron Man.
Yeah.
3?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Damn. What a.
I thought all 3 of those came out. before
What a
Avengers.
dud
I
after
could be wrong.
Avengers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Is you had Avengers, and then you had Shane Black writing and directing that one. It
Uh-huh.
was like it just felt like it was just going to blow up. And plus, I felt like they were trying to fix what was wrong with 2. So, and I really thought they had it all with this one. And walking out of theaters, my God, I was so disappointed
For which one?
for Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3. Okay.
So I guess Vex. I guess yeah. So I guess fully owned and operated. Yes, you could say Dark
Yeah.
World was.
Yeah.
That was kind of a wet fart start to it.
It was really Guardians of the Galaxy that saved and destroyed Marvel.
No, I'd say it was Winter Soldier is what
Saved
really.
it.
But
What-
Guardians of the Galaxy came out before that, didn't it? And it had a ton of hype. No?
I don't. I think Guardians was no. Guardians was definitely after.
Correct.
Okay.
It was after Civil War too.
Wookie, what are you agreeing with
No.
Static on?
No,
it
it
wasn't
wasn't.
after Civil War.
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Agreeing that Guardians was the savior and the death of Marvel.
Why do you
No.
say savior and death? What do you mean?
So savior, because so I thought it was the one that came out after Iron Man 3 and Thor Dark World or whatever the hell it's called.
Okay.
And then Guardians of the Galaxy just kind of came out of nowhere and shocked everyone, and everyone loved it. But I also consider it the death because that's where all the campy ass humor that has infected Thor and every other movie that Marvel shtick.
Okay, I'll say that Guardians, yes, came out of nowhere. Huge, and I would say it changed the color palette of Marvel. But
That's
as far
true.
as the
I give you
as-
that. Yeah.
But as far as the campy humor goes, that was Taiko. So that's Ragnarok. That has nothing to do with James Gunn.
Well, there's
But-
a lot of similarities between Guardians and the Taika Waititi Thor movies. I think.
Yeah.
Color
And
palette.
I thought he
Color
he did the
palette
last-
and humor and stuff like that.
I would say that's more familiar with. No, I can't say that because of the character because of what Taika did to Thor. Like I said, he made him a fool. He's an absolute-
Taika made a Taika movie with Thor in it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mhm.
And he can make a good movie. I don't know if you guys ever saw Jojo Rabbit. That's a good blend of seriousness and comedy.
You know, everybody really likes that movie. I just couldn't get behind it.
You didn't like
It's
it?
just-
Never saw.
I don't
it.
know what it was about it. I have no idea what. I can't put my finger on it. But when I was
He's
watching
fine.
it,
Tyson.
I thought Hitler's parts were good.
Sven.
How do you feel about his ears, Kopa?
Guys,
Well,
ears.
just 'cause it's more than
It's
one-
Scarlett Johansson's ears, dude, and they're wonderful.
Okay.
They complement her front butt.
So anything, we'll look at this one more time here. Anything you guys are looking forward to with Marvel coming out that
Guardians 3. That's it.
is that this year?
Believe so.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
No,
Hey.
Ant-Man and Quantumania.
Well,
That's-
Ant-Man's
That's
That's
next.
first.
next week.
that's
Ant-Man's
first.
next. And then
And so it's Ant-Man and then Guardians
Guardians
I think
is in
Guardians
May.
after that.
He's
in
in
the
May.
summer or something like that, probably. Okay.
May.
I would say, yeah, I don't know about Guardians 3, but I do want to see I might check out Guardians 3, but I do want to see the Deadpool with Logan and all that stuff.
Yeah, but that's not for a while.
That's not for
Yeah,
a
I
while.
don't care about it for a while, to be honest with you. I saw Thor Love and Thunder, and that was left such a bad
Garbage.
taste in my mouth. I just don't want to see it. I haven't seen
Again, Taika.
anything
Yeah,
Marvel
and
since
apparently
that.
there's a 4-hour cut, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, the Blade could be good, Vex. I mean,
No.
Mahershala Ali's
No. It's going to be terrible.
No, yeah, he's too small.
table spaghetti. Mom spaghetti is also good.
First of all,
The
Go
Blade
ahead,
movie
Copo. What do you
can't
got?
my stomach just turned about the table spaghetti and the counter spaghetti and the bad ears and Hitler. Anyways,
Okay.
no, with Blade, Wesley Snipes can sell those hits. I mean, when he does a spin kick or whatever,
Mhm.
it really looks like he's kicking a dude in the face. And on top of that, those Blade movies, they would do wide shots to show you that it really is Wesley Snipes doing all this athletic shit. He
Right.
really knows he's on top of his martial arts game. Someone like Mahershala Ali, good actor, but he's not going to be able to sell what Wesley Snipes can do as Blade.
It's going to be
Right.
CGI or stunt guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to be terrible.
And it's going
Yeah,
to be
that's
PG-13.
Yeah.
And
Vex said that.
and he's a tiny dude.
Yeah.
He's a tiny dude. It just doesn't work.
And haven't
And
there
they're-
left two directors on that project?
Yeah, he walked off. So
There's been two of them, I think, that have left.
so they're still shopping.
I
for-
think one was a writer and one was a director, I believe.
Okay.
I don't
Right.
know for sure.
because the script when the original script was 100 pages. That's it.
Oh, Steve got a point. I might check that out if it's got serialized drag queens.
And
Oh,
then
actualized
guys-
drag queens.
you
Well,
guys
never
know-
mind in that case. Go ahead, Static. What was that?
Well, isn't Daniel Kibblesmith the one writing?
Oh no, really?
I think so. Yeah.
Vex has no director attached anymore, so that's not a good side. Maybe multiple. directors,
Daniel
I don't know.
Kibblesmith is the one who's been writing the Blade comics. So that's the guy who wrote Santa's Husband.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah. He's
Is this right? The script had one fight scene. Is
Yeah.
that for one of the?
that's right.
Yeah.
Is this a TV show, like a Disney
No.
Plus show, or a
Oh,
movie?
movie.
This
It
was,
was
a full film.
a movie with one fight scene.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds awful for a Blade movie.
Yeah. And they were going to introduce his daughter.
Leave Blade
who-
alone. I agree here.
And he was going to pass. He was going to pass over his powers and his abilities to his daughter.
Oh, really?
So we're gonna iron fist it up.
Yeah. Huh.
Because
so nothing,
MCU,
nothing to look
because-
forward to, you guys. Besides Guardians.
Guardians 3. That's it.
I'm
I
in
have-
for Deadpool 2. And yeah,
Deadpool 3, you mean?
Free.
Deadpool 3, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
The
I
one
know
with
what you meant.
Hugh
That's all right.
Jackman.
Yeah, who gives a shit? I don't care.
It's just gonna be the same shit. Like it's just gonna be Ryan Reynolds. It's a
Is
Ryan
that
Reynolds.
that's gonna be R-rated, right? The Deadpool movie.
Yes.
I believe so.
Disney?
Because it'll be under Fox.
So Disney has
Well,
said
well,
that it will be
well,
R-rated.
Searchlight.
Right.
It's-
20th century. Yeah.
It'll be under the Fox banner, so they can make it rated R. But if it was
Right.
under the Marvel Disney banner, there's no way
Uh-huh.
they'll do it.
Yeah, Wookie, I agree with what I never thought I'd say this in my life, but I agree with Steven Dorff that they made
Yeah.
the best Blade. And
No, they did.
They absolutely did.
so let's see here.
But I
Deadpool.
don't care. I'm with Static. I'm looking forward to Deadpool Wolverine just because Wolverine's going to cut up Deadpool and Deadpool's going to shoot at Wolverine and they're going to go back and forth the whole movie and that might be fun.
And
That might
Hugh
be fun.
And Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds have great chemistry already. So
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. That's a good point, Jenna. The soundtracks for the first two have been good, so the third
yeah.
one's probably going to be good.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you guys want to say about these before we go to the
I'm good.
guys?
I'm
No.
good.
No. I think we have a wonderful list.
So let's look at this one more time
agree.
here. So A, we got Blade, X2, Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Iron Man, and Avengers. B plus was X-Men, All Alone.
The only B plus.
Yeah.
Well, that was you guys. I had other ones there, but you guys were saying, "Oh, they're all A's."
Well,
no.
You were wrong.
In the B category, we got Blade 2. That seems really high for Blade 2. I don't know. Spider-Man, the Punisher, and Captain America. C plus is Blade Trinity, the Edward Norton Hulk, Iron Man 2, and Thor. Fantastic Four is the only C. Howard the Duck made it to D plus.
Yes.
Hulk, the Banner Hulk, Eric Banner Hulk got a D plus along with the Punisher, Warzone, and the sequel to Fantastic Four. Spider-Man 3 is D, only one there. And bringing up the tail is X-Men The Last Stand, X-Men Wolverine Origins, Daredevil, and Elektra.
And Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3.
I do have to say, thank God we have the first 3 seasons of Netflix Daredevil.
Yes.
Mhm.
Thank God. And
Yeah.
and we have 2 seasons of Netflix Punisher.
Yep. I even enjoyed the first and third seasons of Jessica Jones.
I liked Iron
Yeah,
Fist.
Jessica Jones was pretty legit too. And I really liked
Great casting. Great casting.
Luke
Kristen
Cage was
Ritter.
good too. I enjoyed Luke Cage as
I,
well.
I don't
Luke
get it
Cage-
either, Jana. It's
Well, Luke
absolute
Cage season-
horseshit, but they
Luke-
liked it, I guess.
Luke Cage season 1 was good. Luke Cage season 2, I was. Ugh.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
Jana, it's not enough because it's got duck tits in it, baby.
So
That's right. Yeah.
And peak Leah Thompson hotness.
And peak Leah Thompson. That's how I got up there.
Oh, that's why I moved it up. That's right. That's why I
Right.
moved it up to a D.
We had
What
Leah
you got,
Thompson.
Static?
Got the Leah
And duck boobs.
and duck boobs.
What you got, Static?
I'm going to stop because we can go on all night. It's like I have thoughts on things as I look at the chart.
I know. I do too. Yeah.
I'm
But
fine
we're
with
at
it.
about 2 hours, so we'll call it there. Appreciate you guys coming on again for this this episode. Next week we're going to branch out. We like to diversify here on We Rank Stuff, so we're going to go.
Get
we're
our
not
third
just-
show. Okay.
We're not just going to stick to movies. We're going to actually go with pizza chains, best pizza
Oh.
chains, and since we're doing pizza chains, I figured we need to get an Italian in here to help out with that. So we got Cannoli Sasquatch coming in next week to help us out with that. Get a little representation too.
Yeah,
Right.
Little,
yeah, because you
inclusion-
don't already
inclusion.
have an Italian here. You need two of them.
Right.
What do you mean? Oh, you? Yeah, I mean,
I thought you were Spanish.
Oh, you?
I mean, he's got like the flag and everything.
Oh, okay.
You know, like real Italian.
Oh, he's
Wow.
real Italian from Arizona, not the real Italian.
Yeah, like
Los
Arizona
Angeles.
Italian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Arizona Italian.
But yeah, so that should be that. Oh, he's Sicilian. See, there you go. Your wife's not even on your side on this one. So yeah, two Italians, because that's what we needed for that.
No,
Yeah, that should
that's
be,
all you need is to grease this place up.
that's right. So that's what we got coming up next week.
Counter pasta.
If you, we'll use Copa's counter for that. What do you guys got? What do you guys got going on this week? We'll start Static.
So I have one more Velma video coming up. Gotta wait for the next episodes to come out.
You, bless you, child. Bless you, child.
I'm doing clips, but there's that, and then that's it for that. And then after this, about 20 minutes after this, I'm gonna go live and stream Hogwarts because I love Harry Potter. And I'm gonna work.
Okay, sounds good. Is there 2 more episodes of Velma?
Yep, this is the last
So
week.
the last 2 come or
Thursday.
they drop on Thursday. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to watch that because I know you fuckers are gonna talk about it Sunday, and
Probably.
I'll just watch those last 2 so that way I do my part here. What's Cannoli got to say about? Let's get the true Italians, New York Italian here. My expectations are high with pizza. Yeah. Okay. There we go.
I have made thousands of pizza in my life, so I'm
Basically,
very
basically
confident.
it's this. For us Italians, pizza chains are pretty much a no-go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll
It's
figure
going to
it
be interesting as Cannoli and I rate every pizza chain F.
out. Well, then I can remake this list, and the bottom is going to be a C or something like that.
What Janice says is absolutely true. That's
Yes.
100%.
I believe it.
Copa
Not
won't
allowed.
let me eat at Olive Garden.
Nope.
Even without him.
See you, Wookie. Thanks for stopping by, man. Okay, Copa, what you got?
Let's see here. I'm going to be on Wook's channel Sunday. We're gonna
that's
be
right,
talking we're going to be talking all sorts of stuff with you. Before that, I'm going to be on Roman's channel. We're going to be talking briefly about Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, but mainly about Mad Max 4 Fury Road. So that's going to be a fun little time there. And my review this week coming out Wednesday will be about Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay.
Great movie.
Excellent film.
True.
That was my movie of 2022.
And then you also just uploaded or re-uploaded those the Indian movies.
Yeah, I had to
If you wanna talk about
re-upload my reviews to Bahubali 1 and 2 because the copyright holder was turning them off and on.
Wow.
So yeah, so instead of letting someone control my channel, I decided to recut them and re-upload them.
What did you have to take out? Like, what was okay to leave in?
I accidentally left it because you know how with YouTube 8 seconds is free.
Right. Iffy.
Yeah, 8 seconds is iffy. I accidentally had 10 seconds in there.
Okay.
And it hit me with a copyright notice, but they said, hey, the copyright holder says this is totally cool. And I said, all right, if they say it's cool and it can be up on YouTube, that's fine. But in the back of my head, I was like, man, what happens if all of a sudden they say it's not cool?
Right.
Well, by that time, I already had like 1,000 views on it by the end of the day. So I was like, I'll just leave it up there. Well, here I am 3 weeks later, and all of a sudden, both videos were shut off.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not playing this game. And then they reappeared. They took the copyright restriction off, and so they reappeared for everybody. But at that point, me
They
being
can do
who
that
I
at
am,
any point.
yeah,
Right.
me being who I am, I'm like, absolutely not. No one's going to control my channel.
Yeah.
So I took them down, recut them, put them back up.
So it's the same audio, you just recut the video basically?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Gotcha. Cool. Joker Voice, what you got, man?
Tomorrow dropping my the video talking about the connection between Disney and the Chinese Communist Party. It's a little more than you might think.
That explains why you're so knowledgeable at in the pre-show.
Thank you. And then Friday is a busy day for me. I've got my the video about the new rumored proposal to that Disney has to save Star Wars. Oh boy, that's gonna be, oh god. And then
Skywalker.
and then Friday is 5 p.m. I'm over on Legion Talk for Friday night's Royal Rumble, and then at 7 p.m. the same night I'm going over to Tony Pacelli, and we're talking about James Gunn's DC Slate Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters.
Cool.
It's gonna be a
Cool.
busy day.
So yeah, Sunday we got that something Sunday stream on Wookie's channel. Me and Static and Wookie, and then Copa's going to be there. I watched this, I think 3 episodes of this show called Shrinking. It's an Apple TV Plus show, and got to do a review for that. Probably try to get that out tomorrow.
That's the one with Harrison Ford and Jason Segel, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Any good?
I like it. Yeah.
Okay.
It gets a 4 out of 5, but I'll explain more in a video.
Cool.
And yeah, appreciate you guys stopping by. Thanks everybody in the chat. And let me get over here. And we will see you guys later on
Toodles!
We rank stuff. We